soft version.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi everyone. How's it going? It's been a week.
Wow, another week.
Just that's the intro.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
We don't need an update. It's
No.
been a week.
It's been a week.
And what a long year this week has been.
True. Volume's good. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was going to be my next question.
We are missing a very important component of this D&D game. And that component is Katie being on Roll20.
It's opening right now. As soon as
did
we
that
were
last
like,
week. Do you remember that last week?
I was like, oh yeah, roll 20. And so we were like getting ready to start, and I was like, crap, roll 20.
Okay, hi everybody. I hope you've had a week. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you've had a great week. I hope you just got best week of your life.
At least 7 days.
At least 7 days.
I hope your week hasn't felt like a year.
But here we are, here to alleviate the pain. By playing some Dungeons and Dragons.
You are speaking to my escapist ass heart.
To Housebound Adventuring. Last week, we were raising funds for the Yemen humanitarian crisis, and this week we are also raising funds for the humanitarian crisis in Yemen. And we're doing so through Jenny Stream Team, which is very cool.
The official name of it.
Jenny Stream Team. And we are doing it with basically if you donate £5 Great British Pounds, I say that not just like 5 monies or something. You can influence our our game with a table of shenanigans. Big old table of shenanigans. This week it is much reduced compared to last week, because last week it was a fresh, brand new table of shenanigans, and this week I've deleted all the things that happened last week and added 1 or 2 new ones. So we'll give you a little recap of what happened last week. Basically, these folks are at they're in a folly, which is essentially actually more of a functioning tomb, not a functioning kitchen or anything like that. It is a functioning tomb.
Non-functional kitchen.
It's not just a mistake. That's a building for the Americans. That's a building.
To be fair, I'm not sure how many Europeans know what a folly is either. It's one of those weird words that I learned when I was like 10 for some reason, and it just stuck with me. I don't know why. I don't know whatever point it ever came into my head. Playing Tomb Raider. I'm 90% sure it was happening when I was playing Tomb Raider. Like there was a level in a folly or something. I was like, "What's a folly?" And my mum was like, "Folly." Anyway, they're in this building.
Yeah, that's fair.
Turns out this building is a memorial / tomb built for a gentleman named Kip Yeaster, who was a king. Or at least we think he's a king, or was a king. I'm really off it today. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
But upon arrival, our resident historian, Randall, raided the old noggin for any
Library in my head.
for any nuggets of wisdom. And he remembered that there's a legendary figure named Kip Yeaster who basically thought he was the coolest, best king ever. And that his disciples, every fucking week, the other word, subjects. Yeah,
like in school.
My own, just about subjects. And that his subjects really fucking loved him. Super big, muchly. Turns out that wasn't the case. Actually, many of his ruling decisions were quite poor. Katie, you okay? You all right?
The big muchly got me. I was like, oh no, it's real. Oh no, it's real. Oh, hi, Graham.
Graham, thanks so much for the 700
Graham's
videos. Good
here.
name. I hope you're
Nice to
well.
see you, Graham.
Oh, that moat.
Also, you've got the best spelling of Graham. Only
Not
some people are
biased.
going to fully appreciate that.
I appreciate it.
Very generous, though. Hi, how's it going? Nice to see you. Remember when Tom looked up terms for towers? I mean, yes, I did that not only on stream. I then turned it into a document full of all the different types of towers with images for references.
It's a pretty great document, honestly.
Thank you.
As
Anyway,
long as you want to know about towers.
yes. Well, it's, as with any document.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Kip Yeaster, we thought, at least Randall thought, was a fictional figure who was supposed to be some kind of teaching device of, you can think that you're loved by all and have all these good intentions, but in reality, the consequences of your actions could be quite negative. In this case, he thought he was the best king of the world, doing all of these things that he thought were the best for his kingdom, but in reality, he was dooming his subjects to a much worse fate. So we arrived upon this isle, this small isle, this little mausoleum kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and found that it was actually a dedicated in memoriam to this bloke who actually appeared to have existed. Going through the different rooms, we found that each of the different rooms was filled with things that were supposed to kind of show off how great and how fantastic he was. In the first room, we found that there was a room that was filled with inspirational or like faux or inspirational art that was actually really terrible. But that was just a big old hilarious joke because I'm really funny. We then found in a room that there was a huge sculpture that had been torn down and repurposed into many different smaller parts of sculptures that all looked exactly like the same person with a plaque that said Kip Yeaster. We also found in that room that there was a piano being played by a skeleton, which was very normal. In another room, we found many, many portraits of Kip Yeaster doing all sorts of crazy, amazing stuff. And we had the chat come up with all of the crazy, amazing stuff that he was doing. It was amazing.
And
Thank you very much. And crazy. Thank you very much for contributing. We had fantastic things like saving kittens and on horseback with shirt torn asunder, hair blowing in the wind. Personal favorite. We also endeavored to search the room up here to well, if you can see it now because you don't have line of sight, but there is a room that had a sarcophagus in it. However, that sarcophagus had been filled with kind of bedding, like it had been repurposed into an actual bed rather than just a sarcophagus, as well as there were some makeshift bedrolls that had been kind of sewn together by hand, dotted around the room. We moved into another room and found that there were a few skeletons that were using a functional kitchen inside of this mausoleum, chopping up vegetables and cooking. Though they seemed to not register that the adventurers had stumbled in, we soon realized that there were windows out onto a patio that was filled with vegetables, and a library to the north, which had Kip Yeaster in it. No, it didn't. He was on the patio outside, but he came into it shortly after. You managed to explore the library, found some books, and most of them seemed to be about him, but one or two of them appeared to be about self-help books. Things like how to weave. And one of them, open on the table, was a poorly made rip-off Necronomicon, kind of a spellcasting necromancy for dummies book, which appears to have been used as there is a ritual circle in the center of the room. Hi, Evan, how's it going? I'm mid recap. I'm faltering today. I apologize, guys. Anyway, on the far side of the room, you also saw there was a big old heckin' crystal that appears to have been at one point green, but is now a kind of weird, inky, purpley black. As you're about to pick up the book, door opens. Kip Yeaster walks on in, and he's like, in a very weird accent, "Don't touch that book." And you have a little bit of a conversation. You find out that about 300 years ago, Kip Yeaster was indeed alive, but about 100 years after that, he came back from the dead. He had, at some point in his life, interacted with an individual that you have come to know as Thistle, someone who has some kind of otherworldly power that intimidates you, but she appears to be, for the most part, at least neutral or is helping you out in some way. He has interacted with her and saved her from some threat, and she rewarded him with this crystal. This crystal is at one point totally green, but it is at now point for some reason greeny purple. In any case, shit keeps going wrong around you. Everything since you got here has been going fucking bananas, including Randall sneezing goopy confetti everywhere. We had Oro switch the positions of all of the hair on her body. Just having a massive, wonderful beard. And we had instances such as Nurili having to speak in reverse order and Randall having to speak at half speed.
And do everything at half speed.
And do everything at half speed.
I think
it was a
everyone
lot
just
of
sped
fun.
up, to be honest.
It was what?
It was a lot. I said it was a lot of fun.
Oh.
Right. So
I agree.
it was a good time
Mhm.
until it appears that the story behind the missing bodies in the local town of Small Hallow, which is why you're here in the first place, is because Kip Yaster got bored and lonely. Whilst he's been here after returning to life, which he suggests or he protests that was not his doing, he's got bored and he's been going through these self-help books and learning to sculpt, which is what he was doing in the other room, paint, which is what he was doing with inspirational art. It looks like he's decided to weave things and is now trying to resemble some form of life by enacting the whole ritual of cooking and eating, despite the fact that you've seen him try and eat stew and it kind of fell out of his lower jaw. He's invited you, nay, commanded you to stay with him and make Oro's favorite dish, pizza. And that is where we ended last session. We had Kip Yaster doing a skeletal click of his fingers as the doors shut in the room, and he instructed you, make the delicious pizza. Please. Right.
Well, that
Let me
wasn't
just-
the voice.
Slurpy slurp some water.
In preparation for the voice.
Bryce, thank you
It's
for
a wet
the for the £10 donation. And
Ooh.
one of my donation incentives that I did earlier was for a compliment. If you donate £1, I'll give you a totally legitimate compliment. And their comment was, "My ego knows no limits, and compliments are the fuel that fills its massive furnaces." And just redeemed compliments. That was all. So fair.
I love that.
Didn't think about that. Didn't think that I should put a restriction on it. Damn it.
Everything is attractive in the eyes of Satan. I remember that. That was a very good one. That was a very good one. Well, does that mean you need to do 10? If it was £10, 10 compliments?
Yeah, but I need to think of them. They need to be
Just
It's you. Okay. Sorry, I'm terrible with names and usernames. I don't. My brain doesn't remember them very well at all. Okay, I'll get there. We'll carry on with the game, and then
Okay. Throughout the game, you should intersperse them.
Okay.
Just occasionally be like, Bryce is really great at journaling.
There you go.
Anyway.
There's one.
Okay. Anyway, right. Back to the not video game, the board game, TTRPG online. So, skeletal click of his fingers and the doors in the rooms close. The skeletons are still here, chopping on the board of absolutely nothing. No vegetables underneath the blade. Stew still in your hands.
yes, still in my hands. Definitely not drunk. Or do you drink? Do
you drink?
Probably not.
Ugh.
You can.
I think you eat it, but you know.
There are
I mean,
parts of stew that you
what's
can
the
drink.
difference between eating and drinking? You know, really.
Consume stew. Right?
Consume
No?
the stew.
I think I broke Katie.
I think inherently, because there is food in there, it has to be eaten. Because you also don't drink soup; you eat soup.
I mean,
So-
I have
Don't drink soup?
You eat it.
When you get to the last bit of soup, sometimes. I
Yeah,
think-
the British drink soup. It's just
Do,
Well, I don't
finding
think
so
I
many
don't think I
things
can
out.
speak for all of my countrymen and women, but
but I mean, I've had.
we've
I've
got a
had-
sample size of 3, and you're all like, you can't. So
I mean,
that's good enough for me.
I mean, you slurp it, right? That's part of
Right.
a drinking process.
It's
if
part of
I
the
if I got
consumption
like a glass
process,
of
but-
water and I took a spoon and I have my glass
Would
of
you be
water with a
eating that
spoon, am I
water?
eating my
Well, no,
water?
I didn't say the utensil wasn't the hinge point here. The hinge point was that there was food particulate within.
Uh-huh.
It's not just a
But
liquid.
what if the soup it has no chunks?
Yeah,
Like
it's
if
a
it's
smooth
like
soup.
cream of tomato compared to
It's still got
minestrone.
tomato in it.
Oh.
Well, what about if I get juice? I get tomato juice from the fridge.
Do you eat a shake?
Do you eat a shake? Well, ice cream's not food.
What about hot chocolate?
What? Again, there's no particulate. It is a
What
liquid.
happens if my glass is dirty and there's bits of food left over in it from something else?
Oh! I thought you said what if my glasses are dirty? And I was
No,
like,
I
do
don't
you
have
lick your
glasses.
glasses? We've gone really off track now.
Hot dog sandwiches. Oh Jesus.
I
Oh my
forget. I know
God.
that there's like a technical answer to that question, and I forget which one it is, but it amuses me that people get really like
I'm on team drink soup.
Northerners. Can't.
Anyway.
Mhm. If I were to cast prestidigitation because it cleans things, could I technically make the soup disappear by cleaning it out of the bowl? Could I clean the bowl and make the soup go away?
The edges of the bowl are
I
dirty. with
think-
soup, therefore I clean them.
Katie, I love your usage of prestidigitation, but we're gonna have to put some limits on it.
That's why I'm asking the question. I'm asking.
Okay.
Pours it on the
No
floor,
is the
so it
answer
a
today.
mess.
Oh my God!
When is a super not a mess?
Listen,
It's true.
before the stream started, we were talking about naming this group the Pedantic Adventurers.
I forgot about that.
Because we were talking about how, like, technically we completed the quest because we technically did what you wanted us to do.
We were joking about how we could have left and then Tom wouldn't have had anything prepared. And I was like, well, to be fair, all he said was find out what's happening, which we've done. He didn't say bring them back or stop the guy. He just said find out what's happening. So I said we're going to end up being known as that adventuring group that like you have to treat like a wish spell. I love it. Oh my God.
Okay.
Then I'm just going to like casually set the bowl of uneaten stew somewhere when I feel like he's not looking at me.
Okay. Well, he's still very much kind of staring at you like, make it a pizza. That was his voice last week. I apologize.
You don't need to apologize.
I do.
What are
It's
you
awful.
apologizing for?
I hate it.
I don't think you have the ingredient. Wait, did we know what pizza was?
No. Oro's
That's
the only
right.
person that knows what
Oro's the
pizza
only
is.
person who knows what pizza is. Just kidding.
We don't have the ingredients for pizza.
You make it the closest thing to pizza.
Put the stew on the table. Done.
Oh. You. What is your favorite dish? Points it narrowly.
I don't know. I guess maybe like a hearty rabbit stew.
I've got the closest thing.
Yeah, so
Picks
that's
up a
already
bowl of
done
stew and
too.
he gives it to you. Here you go.
I've already got one.
Drink up. Humans love to eat food when they're alive.
Why did you say that like you weren't a human once?
I was. I've been dead a long time.
I forgot.
I know, but it's still weird for you to say humans like you weren't one or aren't still technically one. I don't know.
Okay. Make me something. Right now. Out of you. He turns back to Randall. Make me something to eat.
I haven't got anything to make you.
He picks up it's just a full-on, fully grown lettuce. And he hands it to you.
This is already food. You just eat this as is.
He takes it back and just pushes it into his face. And you can see that his jaw is going up and down like he's trying to chew it. But since he's just all bone, parts of the lettuce just go into like the nose hole and the eye hole, and he just pushes it in. And whilst its jaw is going up and down like he's eating it, and then it just kind of slowly shreds itself against his bones.
Oh, like a cheese grater.
That's delicious! Good work, loyal subject. And he gives it back to you.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, at least it won't be wet.
It's true.
So we've seen the gym that he said he got from Thistle, right? And there are
Yep.
still bits of green in it.
Mm-hmm.
He said, make me something at one point without including food. So I'm going to prestidigitation a small token that can fit in your hand, which is one of the things you can do. And it lasts for an hour. And it's going to look like that stone, but green. And I'll
Okay.
just open my hand and hand it over.
That's a lack of my crystal. It's very pretty. Thank you very much, loyal subject. Puts it in his pocket. So you are all going to stay?
No.
No, we definitely have to leave.
I'm very glad that you're going to stay forever. Come with me. Let's walk back to the bedroom. I remember a lot of people need to sleep.
Oh.
It wasn't like a sexy
Not
walk.
that kind of.
Nothing about
Jeez.
nothing about that was sexy.
But we don't need to sleep right now. We're fine. We
Looks
just
up at the sky throughout the window. It's the dead of night.
we don't need to sleep. It's fine. We gotta go back to where we were anyway.
No, you don't. You're staying here now forever. Listen, if you don't stay here forever, I'm gonna kill you and bring you back as skeletons.
I'm beginning to see why people didn't think you were a very good king.
Excuse me! I'm a very good king.
No.
No.
Kings shouldn't threaten to kill people.
Kings can do whatever they want to do. I'm a king. Whatever I do is kingly.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like somebody who's not a good person would say.
Okay, you two, imprison her in the bedroom. Clack, clack.
Well, don't
Bone
you
on
need
bone.
some rest? What do you have to
No,
rest?
I haven't slept in 300 years.
Then you should probably have some.
You must be really tired.
No wonder you're cranky.
Oh, is that lemonade?
Yep.
Oh, it looks really good. Sorry, continue.
Drink my plain water.
I definitely just almost dropped my cup in my lap. That would have been really bad.
Mhm. Hydrate.
Oh,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
a weird drink off. Just,
Oh no, what have you done?
Just Docs and I just hear like.
When will it end?
What are you doing?
Like he's knocked something and the light's getting in. You
Can't
mean-
hear
Oh,
Yeah.
now it. Oh, okay.
Too far away.
So,
Okay, back. Zero's playing a oh hey freaky South Park character. Yeah, this. I mean, I've got a limited number of voices, you know. Sometimes you got to throw some weird ones in there.
Appreciate it.
Oh, you do that every time.
We really need you to stop just stealing bodies.
I'm not stealing. They're my subjects.
It's definitely stealing from graves.
Listen. And he points now to Ora and Randall. All right, sir. Now take her into the bedroom.
Thing is, a king without subjects is just a normal person. So if we don't do what you say, you have no power.
What was previously just dark pits in his skull now start to burn with an ember. What we're now going to do is start rolling initiative. As you
That might happen.
Purge his skill
Get
of
there.
his head.
Of his head.
Fudge is good. I'm his head.
we're going to move everybody into the kitchen, the functional kitchen,
Not the non-functional kitchen.
not the non-functional kitchen.
Where's the stew?
That will be on the side, just here.
Excellent.
And then you, sir. Yes, you. And then I move you over here. Boop. And then we got a couple of these. A couple of these good old boys. Just a little bit of a good old boy doing some chippy chopping. And we got a little.
Chippy to the chop.
As long as we don't stand on the chopping board, we'll be fine.
Hip hop hip. Okay, there was another one. Wait, how many we got? Okay, yeah.
Too many.
We were missing one. No, that's because okay, yeah. There was one that got picked up by a hawk with two heads. And
Oh,
taken
yes.
away.
He gone.
Long gone.
He long gone.
I was kind of hoping that would happen once one of you guys were out there, so I could use it to grab you and take you off to sea.
Wow.
Wow.
It probably wouldn't have happened. Probably wouldn't have been nearly, but if it was, that's one way
Probably.
to insta-kill, drown all of your characters.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not on the table of
okay.
shenanigans.
There are still some
Excellent.
fun things. I'm tempted to donate just to see if I can get some of my own fun stuff on the table of shenanigans. I'm gonna.
You could just pretend it's not shenanigans, you know, and do it.
Didn't,
Yeah, but this is for a good cause,
Yeah.
Docs. Jesus.
Didn't you say you wanted to save some money because you donated a bunch to other things and you were like, hey, I should really stop doing that?
Oh, that does sound like something I said.
You definitely said that. 100% definitely
But
said
at the
that.
same time, I really want some of this shit to happen. Display name T Diddy. Come on, roll number 4. Where is it? D&D table of shenanigans. Select this reward. Do I skip target?
Yeah, target.
Skip target.
For some
Okay.
reason you can't delete old targets, which doesn't make any sense.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to roll in all chat.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it! I have to log in and stuff. Don't mind me. I did say that. Yeah, no. I mean, I got paid today.
That sounds like me.
Yeah.
It's for a good cause. We're raising money for the Yemen humanitarian crisis, and also I get to fuck with my players.
You do get the best of both worlds. Wow.
I'm doing it. Wait, it's happening. Whilst this happens, I'm gonna roll. Oh fuck!
Oh.
What's the
I
age?
could just pretend that's something else, but I'm not going to because there we go. Donation's gone through. I think. Fine. Oh no, wait. Ooh, okay. Tell you what. I'm gonna be fair about this. I'm gonna roll a 1d4. Okay. Okay.
There's only 3 of us.
Yeah, that's because he's including the king as well.
Yeah.
Wait,
could've been
before you
rolled with
roll,
that.
say who is what number.
Okay. So we've got. We'll do it. The people in the Zoom call. So for me, Katie's 1, I'm 2, Jenny's 3, Doctor's 4. Okay.
Okay.
Come on, number 2. Come on, number 2. Come on, number 2. Come on, number 2. Shit. Fuck. Okay, so you get hasted, which is pretty excellent. Unfortunately.
Zoom.
So this time, it actually does work out this way. Rather than feeling like everyone around you is super slow, everyone is super fast. You are actually super fast. Everyone else around you seems super slow. You get the effect of the haste spell on you specifically for this encounter. You.
Was it me? Was it me? Or
You.
Me.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Me. You.
No, you're Oro.
Yeah.
Oro has the haste spell.
Yes.
It's the haste
I was
spell.
saying me. You.
I apologize for not making that clear. Choose a winning creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, the target's speed is doubled. It gains +2 bonus to AC and has advantage on dexterity saving throws. It also gains an additional action on each of its turns. This action can only be used to take the attack with one weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. Until the spell ends, the target cannot move or take actions when the target ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn. As a wave of lethargy sweeps over it. It's also a concentration spell, but that doesn't matter for you.
Sick.
The universe is concentrating for you.
Mm-hmm. Shit, that would have been really nice on the king. Man, of all the things for me to have rolled. Well, that's off the table now, so can't roll that one anymore. Okay. Right. You got a haste spell on you. Suddenly, this battle kicks off. You see his eyes go like an embry, orangey, dark red, starts burning away, and you can tell that action is on the horizon. And as that kind of visceral feeling in your gut appears, you remember you need to roll initiative for Nugget.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait, can I choose?
Oh, yeah, no, he goes on your same turn, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I remember. But we should add it to the turn. No, we won't bother. There's no need to do that.
I'll just remember.
Yeah. Use your memory box. Whereas
It's the
this
time
guy
to do the remembers command.
gets this. Not a great start for this fella.
Haha. Last.
And then this and this. And then this and this.
Me,
and
you,
this.
a blurwind of green and orange.
Many scaly bones.
Where has that gone? I clicked and started typing, and then it's not in the box. I'm like, oh god, where has this been?
I can already feel that I'm going to fail to start singing all of the skeleton songs that are running through my brain right now.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
I'm going to fail not to sing them, is what I meant to say just then. By the way, look, turquoise lily. I did the thing, everyone. Woo!
Which is a reference to
Fizzle. And a gift I got from her, which does, let me go read it. Turquoise lily, where are you? Robe of glamour.
It's on your head.
Yes, it is. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, I think I put it in. Ah, there it is. You carry this lily, you gain a +2 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls with cantrips. And the saving throw DC of cantrips you cast increases by 2. As your action, when you fail a saving throw, you may choose to succeed the saving throw instead, as per legendary resistance. Doing so destroys the lily.
Okie dokie. Well, we are going to go ahead and start the party with a grand total of 22 on initiative. This Skelly Bob gets to go just in front of Neurali. So it stops chopping away at the chopping board of nothing, and with a small amount of lettuce still on its blade, walks over to Neurali, giving a good old stabbo.
Oh, they understand how to stab.
You hear, attack
Shield.
them now! Okay, use your spiel spell in which you add your... Here we go. AC onto it. giving
Mhm.
yourself a grand total of
17.
ooh, oh no, still get hit.
Oh, boo.
For 5 points of damage as
Yeah.
this chopper cleaver slices through the air in a very kind of mechanical action, looking like there is very little behind it apart from just bones. Swipes across your skin, cuts through your robe, and pierces you.
You can't
take a
cut my
grand
robe. It's a
total
magic item.
of 5 points of damage. I mean, effectively.
I was like, don't let the rope be cut. I don't want the rope to be cut. I took 5 points.
Okay, cool. Right, that's that guy's turn. And then it is nobody's turn.
It is my turn.
Mhm.
Do I want to attack him back or do I want to attack the king guy? I think I'm going to actually, since he might be directing them at me for just now. No, I'm not gonna do that yet. We'll wait on that one. I will sorry, the electronics change frequencies. I'm going to guiding bolt the king guy. Wait, is that a ranged spell? Would I have disadvantage on that because he's right next to me? Is that how spells work too? Or is that just like
That's an
weapons?
excellent question. If only Adam were here to answer.
Adam!
It is ranged attacks.
I can remember this.
It does.
What?
It does affect ranged attacks, but I don't know if does it count as a ranged attack. Does the spell say that you make a ranged attack?
Yeah, a ranged spell attack.
In which case, yeah, I think it would apply.
Okay. In that case, I will instead I think all of my stuff is ranged because I planned to be far away from things. That's good. I'm going to magic missile him
Okie dokie.
at a second level.
Roll
Oh, I forgot.
that damage.
This is just
Yeah.
just a plain.
forgot I
roll
have
of
to
my ass.
Click it. How many? 3. So if I cast it up, then I do 4. I forget that magic missile never works properly. 18 points of damage
Okie dokie.
at the king.
Oh, of course I didn't put his thingies on. There we go. Boop. Boop. Sorted. Okay. I don't know if you can properly see his picture, but it's quite funny.
Ooh.
He looks a
I
bit
like
bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, describe your attack, and we will move on to the rest of your actions that you want to take before ending your turn.
That's all I can do on my turn. But I would say that little like silvery streaks of light, kind of like they like little tiny, almost like firefly looking things come like shooting out. But then when they hit them, it's like a little firework.
Oh, that's the cutest way to have significant damage done to you. How much was the damage in total, sorry?
18.
18 points of damage. Okie
Nice.
dokie. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's how that goes down. Oh no, that hurts. Right.
I love it.
Now this guy here. Boop, boop, boop. We have more Skelly Bobs march through the doors, throwing it aside as they do so, and charging in once again kind of a mechanical manner. They just don't have anything behind their black eyes, their skulls, just kind of staring dead at you as they come directly towards Randall. Going for an attack of 15 against AC.
My AC is 15.
Bonk. You get hit on the head by the back of a duster.
Like a feather duster?
Yep. It does.
It tickles you.
2 points of damage.
Yeah, it does tickle me.
Tickles you big muchly. And that is all the skeleton has to contribute to that. As he hits you with it, you see that the end has like kind of broken and is now a little bit more, I don't know, sharp and pointy, like it might not be just a duster anymore because it's broken.
Smell a broken duster.
No, pointy broken duster. splinter of
It's
wood
not just any
with
dust
feathers on it.
duster.
It's an M&S duster. Right, Randall, you're up.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna immediately retaliate to the stupid duster.
The stupid
Be,
duster.
like, confused and then just whack.
Bonk.
Yep. Bring on the
Confused
whack.
and whack.
Bring on the whack.
Yeah, I want to know what whack I'm doing.
I really want
just do
somebody
normal
to
whack.
donate during this fight to fuck up a lot of stuff. There's some really massive fuck upable things on that table. Please.
Wait,
For Yemen.
Not for Diem, but for Yemen.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that definitely hits.
and then I get a unarmed bonus attack as well.
Wow.
That's a miss.
Then I do 5 points of damage.
And as 5 points of damage are taken.
3 points more. Do I get 2 attacks? I can't remember now.
For level 5, you do.
Oh, where's he going?
Get in his book.
Who's getting his
Got my
book?
book, but Katie told me anyway. But I was already committed, so felt
Okay.
like I haven't hit something for a long time, so I've forgotten how to hit.
Oh.
Ooh.
So that's 16 points of damage.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
well, the first hit knocks out a couple of ribs. The second hit turns this guy into a pile of bones. Please describe to me how you destroy the skeleton.
Well, the first hit kind of just like hits him maybe like in the chin. It's just like knocks like his bottom jaw off. It's like, oh, whoops. That wasn't very effective. And then like the second hit is more like a jab, but it goes like between the rib cage and hits his spine, so it just like collapses.
Just knocks out a vertebrae.
Yeah, it's just like
it just falls to pieces.
Right.
Folds like a cheap chair.
It's like
Okay.
like the keystone in a bridge. You just knock that one out.
Wow.
Bonk.
Wow.
Bonk.
Okay, cool. He's down and he's out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Randall Dundragon?
No.
Okay. We move on to this gentleman. And then I guess he's gonna. No, I'm gonna say that he probably can't use a sprint action because he's just a Skelly Bob. He's a Skelly Bob with poor baby Skelly Bob actions. So no
muscles.
sprint from him and no muscles. But we'll go on to Oro instead. Oro.
Okay. What does
So you are hasted.
Yeah, so that means I have
You
another
double,
action.
You have double speed and you have another action, yeah.
Okay.
And plus 2 AC.
Okay. What is that skeleton on the right? Is he doing? Does he have like a knife in his hands? Is he the one?
Yeah,
that's cutting
he's got a big old cleaver in his hand.
Okay, I'm gonna go and just try and hit that boy.
Okay.
Oh, so there's
As
two.
you step towards this Skelly Bob, who's trying to just chill out, try and have a nice time, I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Which you have advantage on because you are hasted.
Yep. 15.
Oh, okay, you just save. As you are walking very quickly, much faster than you expected, everything is just kind of like moving in slow motion almost for you. You kind of find yourself there way faster than you expect there to be. A kind of animatronic figure of Kip Yeaster comes out of the wall and starts waving at you. Like it was just going to kind of ram itself into you and knock you over, but it's just like waving at you. Hello, my name is Kip Yeaster.
Wow.
It's dressed perfectly like him, except, with skin. And it looks like it was some kind of animatronic interactive museum function way back in the day and has been repurposed. Although it, thankfully, swings right past you as you are so fast. So fast. But you find yourself next to the skeleton who has, as of yet, not turned around to try and attack you yet.
Okay. I would like to try and hit him, please.
Okay.
Oh, not with that. With the +1 dagger I was meant to use, but whatever, it's fine. Plus
Okay.
1.
Still a miss.
And,
Okay, that's a hit.
and And I'd like to use my... Nope, I don't. Nope, because I'm not hitting the king. Nope. Never mind. Not that one.
Okay. Okay.
So can I hit him again if I'm not using my thing? Right. Yeah.
Yep.
15.
Okay, that's 2 hits. Roll that Demalams. Whew. Whew.
Wait, isn't your attack action 2 attacks though?
No,
Or is it an
it
attack
says
and a bonus?
attack with 1 weapon.
Right.
He uses a bonus to do the offhand dagger.
Rogues are
But
different.
still, a big old stab. That's 2 stabs. This skeleton is dead. Describe to me. How does Oro dispatch this skeleton with such ease?
I imagine she's quite small in comparison to the skeleton.
Mhm.
And that she's kind of just like stabbed him in his like rib, in his hip bones, and his like just
Hip
knocked him
bones
off of
connected to
balance,
nothing.
and then he's gone that way. And then I just kick him also in the shin.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
And then as she's doing it, she shouts, "Bryce is an actually a really cool name." And she does it.
It is a cool name. You kick the shin, and as you do so, it dislocates and flies off into the distance, smashing through the window out onto the patio.
Sick.
The skeleton is dead. You don't say.
Can
Okay.
I use a bit of my movement as well?
You've got so much movement left.
Just run around the king. Can I
But
jump
gonna
on this like the table, the counter?
It will take a double square movement.
Okay.
So normal movement.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll stand here then. That'll be it.
Okie dokie. I'm ready. Up, well, there you are. Okie dokie. Right. It is now his turn. What shall we do? Okay, yeah. We're going to do this. We are going to notice that the crazed monarch in front of you has now rage in his eyes. You have not seen his demeanor change from anything other than eccentric, but now there is hate there. You can see only in the burning of his eyes, not because he has any eyebrows or anything that facial that will help express that in any way, as he's all bone. In his hand blazes a spell.
Counterspell.
Counterspell. As you wait, can you do that because you cast
I
shield
got
already
my
this
turn
turn?
back.
Okay, fantastic. He counterspells, you counterspell. As you go to counterspell his counterspell, he notices you go to cast your own, and he kind of reactionarily casts it aside as he slams on the floor and directly in front of him a fireball.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! Indeed.
I might be unconscious
Fireball.
after this. We'll see what happens.
Is
A
this
big spell
Neuralise-
being dropped.
Is this Neuralise skeleton? What's going on?
About to be neurology skeleton. What?
The whole
That
party
tickled me.
dies.
That really tickled me. Okay. Each creature centered on this point must make a dexterity saving throw. So this is everyone in this area because it has a range of 20 feet.
Shit.
I've got bad news for you. You also have to do so with a disadvantage.
Oh, I definitely failed then. I don't think I like. Ooh, ouch.
My-
Ooh, that's a double ouch.
Does my ability to mime help in this situation?
Nope.
And I still have an advantage,
Oh wait.
right?
Oh no, there's
You
no.
do still have an
point.
advantage from last week.
Darn.
Oh
If
no,
didn't
I
have
mean
it-
for my
Also
haste.
Oh, haste. So haste give you advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Yeah.
The disadvantage would cancel that out, so you just have a normal roll.
Okay, right. Gotcha.
That would give you a 7 there.
Yep.
And a wow, +5 there on Randall. Such a dexterous
yeah, I got
boy.
myself a 6. Yay.
If I didn't have disadvantage, I would use one of my abilities, but I think with the 5, it's probably pointless. So just gonna
Hi,
let it sit.
Waifu.
Oh,
thank you very
Nuggets
much, Bad
fucking
D6.
dexed out there.
Oh,
Nuggets
Nugget
fine.
always makes the
Decked
deck
out.
saves.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Like it just spreads their wings and just takes the fireball and uses it like to push themselves away like a thermal. It's like,
Okay, cool. Right. As the skeleton dies, it shouts out, "Don't forget to follow Tortobello on Twitch."
Tortu gave me a D6 and I'm going to immediately use it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, making that a 9. Oh,
Okay.
do I use the thing? I'm gonna use my my 2d4, my ability, my favored by the gods.
Okay.
Of course, it would only be a 4, so I'm back up to 13, which is what I would have had anyway, after all my resources, which I'm sure isn't good enough.
That's so close. That's so close.
I knew it. Damn it.
That's so close. Okay, all right. We're gonna start rolling some dice. So you can see, as he's casting this spell, he's taking himself. He's focusing so intensely on this whole scenario, on this ability to cast this spell. I've got another D6.
Woohoo, I'm using it immediately. 17.
Okay, you've just potentially saved Nerly's life. As he concentrates so hard on casting the spell, he is kind of just in the zone. He's immediately identified you as a spellcaster and is watching you and places this fireball basically at his feet. As he does so, you can see intensity in it. You can see that this is more than just a fireball, but he sees you casting your counter spell and he discards it immediately. He's put himself in a quite vulnerable position. You see, as a spellcaster, you immediately notice that he is open.
Is it vulnerable because he stood on a fireball that he's casting?
This is not something that is he's doing this with such kind of nonchalant ease. It occurs to you immediately this is not going to do a thing to him. As he drops this at his feet, he does, oh my goodness, a grand total of, where are we? Oh my god.
Half damage. Full disclosure, half damage might be enough to knock me unconscious. We'll see what happens. I'm a sorcerer.
30 points of damage as the fireball is dropped on the floor directly in front of you and it erupts, consuming the entire room. Fortunately for Oro, you are on the desk.
Yeah.
And because he's dropped it at his feet, that's given you half cover.
Right.
From the blast, just simply from the blast going straight up. It's like the fireball isn't on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
What did you roll for your dexterity saving throw?
7.
Okay, let me remind myself what half cover gives before I start dropping the pain. Combat cover. Half cover gives you +2 AC on top of. Oh no, it's dexterity saving throw, isn't it? +2. Oh yeah, it gives you +2 to dexterity saving throws as well.
I see.
So what's that in total? You've got a grand total of 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that doesn't help, no.
No.
Nerly, however, takes half damage. The rest of you don't. You take full 30 points of damage. Blast on the floor. It consumes the entirety of the room.
Are you
How
both
we look at the health
unconscious?
points?
So, you know how you hit me with exactly 2 points of damage a minute ago? Do you know how much health that hitting me with 2 points of damage put me on?
30.
Exactly, not 30.
Oh no, I have 4 as well.
Randall hits
Oh
4.
my god. Oh my god. How's Oro looking?
I've got 4 points of health.
You've got 4 hit points left.
Mhm.
Okay. I rolled a lot of 6s.
The little donk from the skeleton.
Yeah, I poor Randall just like
the duster goes in. Oh my goodness.
I have 6 hit points.
Okay, so you're still up. You're still up.
Nugget's going to be fine.
Nugget
Nugget's just
will
going to
just
fly
leave.
away after this one.
Nugget's grand. Nugget takes 15 points of damage. Nugget's fine.
It's going to be a TPK. I mean, if there's another fireball, I can say yes, for sure. Without a
The first
doubt.
skeleton hit me for 5 damage. So we'll see if the other 2 can manage to eat through those 6 before I can fix it.
That was one of those DM sweat moments where you drop
Yeah.
a big spell and you're like, oh god, please don't all die immediately. Right. Okay. He does that and he goes, be a loyal subject. And Skelly Bob waltzes into the room. Here we go. He rolls 14 versus AC
Against.
Let's roll for this. Let's roll. Come on, let's roll. Oh no, wait, I rolled the wrong number. So if it's a 1, it's Nugget. If it's a 2, it's Randall. And if it's a 3, it's Nurily.
Ooh.
Nugget. It's a big old nugget.
Our
Big
tank,
old
good.
big old stabby nugget. So a 14 against AC for Nugget. Does that hit?
His AC is 15.
Okay, so it misses. Comes in with another feather duster.
And dust.
Nugget is tickled.
Scritches.
Here we go.
Some
Go
of
on
the
to
confetti.
another.
The goopy confetti comes off.
You see that the skeletons drag some of that in with them. We now have this Skelly Bob going for a swipe at Nurily with a miss, a big old 9 against AC. You can see that this once again, it's the same person with the cleaver that came and tried to give you a good old heckin' cut a minute ago, cut through your robe, which was uninjured despite somehow cutting you.
The robe just got pushed into the wound and then popped back out clean because it can't get dirty.
Slashes at you once again, but this time, after the sheer amount of damage that you've just taken from one spell, you're already on like hyper alert mode, and you just immediately back away from this attack, and you are not caught by it at all. Randall on the ground. Unmutes.
Wait, do I get a turn though? Wait, because you're cycling through the initiative.
Oh, did I miss you?
Yeah.
Oh, I did miss you.
That
I
was the swipe
apologize.
at me. I was like, wait.
There you go. No, you have a turn. I apologize. That was my mistake.
I
That's okay.
retract my bet.
I am going to Randall on the ground. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds, but I'm going to twin that spell. So I spend points equal to spell
Just
level.
also things.
Yeah. So I kind of like crouch down slightly as I'm like ducking out of the way. I kind of just like crouch down and reach down and like touch his arm or whatever like fell limply closest to me. And I'll do second level. So we'll roll that. I have a 2. And we both get, please don't suck, 9.
Ooh.
I rolled as low as possible, and then a 4.
After
9
a
hit
fireball
points.
that rolled pretty high.
I have like consistently every time I've upcast Cure Wounds, I've consistently rolled a 1 on one of those dice, and I'm like, why you do
Yikes.
this to me?
Okay,
But
so
you're
you drop
awake
some
now.
heals.
Mm-hmm. And that was my action.
Is that Blair in reverse?
Let's go with yes.
Let's see here. And I don't think there's anything else I can do. Is that
Full,
bonus action?
it's lovely to see you, but also the D6 bonus is out of stock because 2 people dropped it immediately to save Nurily, who was definitely going to get one-shot killed by a fireball.
I was going to get one shot knocked unconscious, and then we weren't going to have any way to heal. That's what was going to happen. The whole party was going to be left without a healer.
And Kawaifu gave me the other one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can do with my turn.
Don't apologize, fool. Don't
I'm done.
apologize. So right, you've twin cast your Cure Wounds, bringing Randall back into the fight and giving you a little bit more padding to work with. What does your spell look like?
I feel like this time there's like, because it encompasses both of us, there's like this swirly kind of like silver energy that starts off with him, but kind of like makes like a like a crescent and kind of like wreaths around the both of us and like dissipates
Beautiful.
slowly as some of the wounds close.
Beautiful. How does that feel, Randall?
Great.
Not Blair.
You can just
Not unblit.
Unblessed.
you feel yourself uncrispening, and you are returned to consciousness. Is there anything else the Nerdy can do with the turn?
Nope. Well, I mean, I could, but I'm not going to leave because then I would just probably be knocked unconscious again. So, or for the first time. So, yeah, I'm just going to stay where I'm at.
Okie dokie. In which case, Randall.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand up,
Mm-hmm.
and as I stand up, I'm gonna grab my talisman, and I'm going to activate my boon of healing,
Ooh.
which gives me 1d8, which gives me 4 hit points, which is a 2 feather duster tickles,
Sick.
but not quite 1 fireball.
Okay. The radiant kind of light starts pouring through the cracks and crevices in the talisman that you're using as you do so. You see that the one gem that was given to you as a boon from Garius Sariel starts to it almost looks like it's leaking this kind of bright white light that starts to fill all the cracks and crevices. It looks like it's kind of like liquid that's just filling all the shapes in it as it heals you for 4 points.
Does it look like the Japanese art where they repair broken things with gold?
The crevices and stuff that it's filling in are a lot more purposeful than just cracks and crevices, actual cracks. It's like there are patterns that have been kind of etched into the stone.
Channels.
Yeah, channels.
Channels. Yeah, okay.
But I like that idea anyway, Katie. So what are you gonna do with your turn?
How much do I get? Is it all my movement to stand up, or is it like half movement to stand up?
Half movement to stand up.
Cool.
I sometimes remember rules.
Can I can hit Mr. King.
Yes, you can. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna bash him.
You get an advantage against this attack
because I'm so angry.
Because he left himself open by casting that spell the way he did.
Is that for my whole attack?
That is for all attack rolls until his turn.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll take another one of them. But I can't do anything else because I can't do any bonuses.
Okay.
22 and 16.
Those are both hits.
16.
Okie dokie. Whew. We've got some big damage coming out here.
Whap, bap.
Whap, bap, da, bap, da, bamboo. Okay. Anything you want to describe about your attack as we go through that, or would you like to just move on?
No, it's just a regular bonk.
Just a regular old bonk.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe on the head where his crown is. Knocks it aside a little bit. Okay, right. In which case, scaly bob, boo, scaly, bob. Ba-dum, dum, dum, scaly bob, boo, scaly, bob. 9 against AC, against Nerly.
Nope.
We're all surprised that missed. And Oro's turn is next on top of the countertop here.
Okay, I want to. Does he have eyes? You should keep mentioning.
So he's a skeleton.
Yeah,
he's got a skull, but you can see that there is kind of a concentrated darkness, like a shadow in his eyes has been ignited. There's like a kind of a small flame glistening in each of them.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget Nugget. Thank you, Fobbington. I missed Nugget's turn last after I said I won't forget. I forgot.
Oh.
I want to stab him in the eyes.
Okay, we're going for it.
6. Wait, do I get advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, 18 for the first one. And I want to use Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
To do
So is it Hunter's Mark is a bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll probably go at the end, right?
I mean, you can have your bonus action wherever you want it. It's more that. So does Hunter's Mark add damage to every attack you make? But it can only be triggered once a turn or something?
You deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
Okay, so you can add that twice.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and it gives you advantage against that attack.
It gives me advantage on wisdom perception or wisdom survival checks you make to find it.
Okay. Yeah, you can open. Yeah, we can shuffle the order of that. That's no big deal. So you apply Hunter's Mark, which gives you an additional 2 damage to every attack that you land, and then you land 2 attacks, so you get an additional 2 damage to each of those attacks.
Yep.
So roll your damage for your dagger +1 and your dagger +1. Because so you can't use your bonus attack to give your second dagger the good old stabbing, but you're still hasted. Because donations to Yemen. Was there a donation from Kwaifu? Am I wrong about that?
I'm not sure.
Was there
Kawaii mentioned donation, but I'm not sure when she means.
Wouldn't she also get sneak attack because we're within 5 feet of him? Wait, she's a ranger, not a rogue. Maybe I forgot. Is all the dagger stabbing that made me think that you're a rogue for just a moment.
Okie dokie. Okay, so that wasn't a. Oh, so, did you go for a compliment, Kwaifu? Is that what you went for? I am also powered by compliments, but unfortunately, I spent all mine on accidentally giving haste to Oro instead of any of the other cool things that are on this table, and I got rid of haste, so that can't happen again. Imagine if this guy had haste. Oh my god. Not that it would affect him all that much because spells. Okay, so we've got your 2 daggers attacks because you're hasted, stab, and then both of those attacks get. I donated for Skelly Bob to compliment Nugget.
I don't see it for some reason. But
okay, so that's a 5 and a 6 and a 5 plus another 2. Oh no, you could probably roll Hunter's Mark again, right?
Can I?
Yeah, why not?
Cool.
Okay. Cool. So that's what 17 was there to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
17. Yeah.
Question mark.
I think his rangers usually don't get an extra attack, so that's why it wouldn't normally apply twice and why it's not specific. So the haste just kind of changes everything.
I guess it would also apply differently if you multi-classed into something that gave you additional attacks and stuff like that. Okie dokie. Right. So we've got Oro.
Oh wait, as I do that, Oro shouts, "Bryce would have never gave Tom a plus D6 advantage." That's third compliment.
I think Rangers get second attacks at higher levels. Rangers get they've got Nugget, so let's not forget Nugget.
Thank you, boy.
Almost forgot Nugget. They can have their companion attack at the same time they attack. We're using the UA rules for the Ranger thing. Do the UA rules also give you a second attack? Rangers do get extra attack at 5th level. Not the UA Beastmaster. I don't think. I think they get. I think their extra attack is replaced by companion attacking. Yeah. Okay. Nugget's up.
Okay. I want to get Nugget to bite the Skelly Bob dude.
Bite the Skelly Bob. Bite the Skelly Bob. Bite.
I like this plan.
Bob.
This is
Bite
a good plan.
The Skelly Bob. Bite the Skelly Bob. Okay, that's a hit.
Skelly Bob is bitten.
Is that 2 attacks? Because Nugget gets an attack, but then also you attacked previously, which would mean that Nugget would attack on your attack? We're gonna have to.
Are you
UA
giving
Revised Ranger level 5 is where are we at? Coordinated attack. 5th level, you and your animal companion form a more potent fighting team. When you use the attack action on your turn, if your companion can see you, it can use its reaction to make a melee attack. So yes, basically Nugget gets just for clarity for those of you who aren't familiar, we have made a few slight homebrew changes with the way that Nugget and Oro's like initiative and stuff works, just to make it a little bit easier, because it's just a lot. It's very rulesy, and it doesn't add. I don't think it doesn't add anything like qualitatively for our game. So we made a few small changes. So things like this. Okay. So we'll use it so that your the Nugget gets the attack and the reaction attack.
Okay.
So go again.
8.
That's a
then.
miss.
Shit. Draw that.
Oh.
But I gave you the attack. That's the important thing.
Yeah, I need to make
Okay,
like
8
a
points
list
damage.
of shit. So we fight so little sometimes that I completely forget everything. That is a thing.
Sometimes it does. Yeah, sometimes it goes a while without fights.
Mm.
I try not to force fights into the games. I want them to make sense.
You just make really annoying characters so we feel compelled to fight them.
Listen, some fights are inevitable.
Some
Not
people
all
you're
of
just
them,
not going
some
to
of
get
them.
along with.
That's true of real life too. Okay, comparatively, big damalams put out there on our poor little Skelly Bob. But we move on to our big boy.
And he casts Fireball on the ground.
Oh, would you look at that? Everyone's dead.
Fuck you all. I'm going.
What should we do? No, okay, what we're going to do is he's going to cast a spell. He prepares spell and he waits patiently for Katie to say if she's going to cast a spell or not.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah. I figure if
cool.
nothing else, like Nerly knows how this works. So either she's wasting his resources or it'll be effective. And either way, that's one less fireball. So
That's true. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, well, he looks about as if he puts himself into a position to kind of like steady himself, as if the spell that he was casting was going to move him in some way, but you counterspell it, and in fact, he does not move anywhere at all, and he looks up at you and he looks frustrated. And
then he casts Fireball.
and that's that. He goes to cast a spell and he cannot cast a spell. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, I'll remember that for the future. Okay. I missed something quite important about this because it's on a second page, slightly higher, next to a wall of text that belongs to a different monster block.
Oh.
So it was hidden.
I hate that.
And I'm like, oh, great, okay, it's great with the fantastic things that I can't do. But that's fine. That's something that I can use under only certain circumstances. So he goes to cast a spell and is immediately thwarted by Nerly, which he seems to be very frustrated at. But he makes no attempt to make any other moves. And so he passes his turn onto some Skelly Bobs. First, Skelly Bob is going to attack another little nugget boy. 24.
now you have to describe the skeletons dying as like falling into place like Tetris pieces. You've done this to yourself. 24 to hit who?
That is against Nugget, doing a grand total of 4 damage as this skeletal kind of just robot soldier animation, kind of just animatronic skeleton boy just kind of comes up and swipes with the duster, giving a little bit of a tickle.
Katie just donated £5 and she said, "Fine, roll on your table, Tom."
Yeah, go.
This is really donating to Tom's happiness now.
That's what it is.
Okay,
Truly.
we're rolling. We're gonna roll 1d7. Okay, not everything on this is making Tom happy. Some of these things are making characters happy. Okay, but this.
Oh no.
No, it's 4. It's 4.
no.
Okay, right. This is going to be what? You know what? Shall I include Nugget in this roll?
Is it a good roll or is it a bad roll?
Based on my reaction, take a guess.
I think it's a bad roll.
I don't
for
want Nugget to be
us.
involved.
You don't want Nugget to be
No.
involved. Okay.
I want Nugget to live a happy
okay.
life, whether it's without me or with me.
Oh.
That's so sweet. It's
Quite-
on Randall.
Wow.
Aw, thanks for gifting us up to me.
Why did you exclude me?
Okay, unfortunately, suddenly, After landing your bonk
Donk.
on the head of
On the
our
badonk.
skeletal monarch here, you find yourself, your vision gets blurry. And blurrier.
Uh-oh.
And darker and dimmer.
Uh-oh.
Until you are no longer able to see anything at all. You are blind.
Okay. Just blind?
You are blind.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cool.
Thanks for the donation, Katie. We're helping Yemenites
Time.
everywhere.
Time to start swinging.
I mean, I guess you could do that. I made my attack against Nuggety Boy first, and now we're making an attack against Nerdy. But your other senses are heightened. Dox is now Daredevil. That's a miss against
Daredoxel.
Nerdy. Because unfortunately, skeletons are terrible. Nerdy!
Hey, they hit me for 5 the first time. It's fine.
It's your turn.
Oh shit, it's my turn again already? Okay.
Blind or super slowed and taking very long blinks.
There's just one blink.
I will. So this is like a table.
This is a countertop.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I can. Is it taking up that whole 5-foot space, or can I like stand next to it? Well, that would, yeah, and that would be within his. Or I guess I can.
That would give him half cover.
Yeah. No, I'm just wanting to make sure that I don't. Oh, but I would leave all of their threat ranges. Ooh, these guys are all still alive, aren't they?
They are, yes.
Okay, different plan. I'm going to.
No, go with that plan.
Nope. Nope. I have a distance spell. I am going to spend a sorcery point to distantly cast Cure Wounds on Oro at a 2nd level.
Praise be.
Swear to God, don't
I've
roll
seen
a
her
1.
points.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
better. 12
Oh, no.
hit points.
Ooh, thank you.
Ooh, big numbers.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's so much better. Good job.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
And it's
How does
like
that work?
it's kind of like similar with the kind of like crescent. It like arcs around. Like it starts with me, but it looks the same as it looked when I was first like reached down and healing Randall. But it kind of like arcs around the king, so it doesn't touch him, and like kind of like lands on Oro with like almost like the light kind of like reaches over, and as it touches, it like fades to dust and kind of like washes over her.
Yeah.
The temptation to counterspell that was extremely high.
I imagine so. Yep.
But the face on Jenny when she got healed was too much. I couldn't take
Well, that would
away.
have really offended me.
Yeah.
After the blind, just let that one sit.
Katie, like Jenny has a bit of a shield, and that shield is me not wanting the wrath of Jenny. There's a shield there. There's definitely something that influences my decision making. Okay. So is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
Nope.
No.
I'm
Okay.
casting all these spells. It's taking all my stuff. We're good.
Okie dokie. Randall.
I'm blind.
You are blind.
What's happened? We turned the lights out. Can you guys see what's happening?
The lights are on. What are you on about?
I can't see anything.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus,
Straight
Randall.
magic.
Bad life, innit?
I'm just gonna run in a straight line.
No, run
Like-
toward. No,
Well, I can't.
Where are you going to run? What's the straight line directed
Yeah.
towards? Wherever you were facing?
It's gonna be like, I know when the lights went out, I was roughly facing the dude, so I'm gonna try and turn around and run the other way.
The opposite direction. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you were facing the dude. The direct opposite way?
Well, no, like up towards this empty room.
Okay. What we're going to do is we are going to. No, can I? Am I that mean? Yeah, I'm pretty mean. Okay. Okay, wait. Oh no, wait, yeah.
Oh.
Oh God.
Excellent.
Okay,
I love
so you guys can see pretty much everything, right? I'm gonna turn this off in a second. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hide that again. So, tell me, Docs.
Yeah.
Can you control your character from where you are? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Move yourself.
Okay. So I'm gonna do like a rotat,
Mhm.
and then do like a dupe,
Uh huh.
a dupe,
Okay.
a dupe,
Uh huh.
a dupe,
Right.
a dupe. I don't know how many dupes I get. I think it's more than that.
You get 5 dupes.
No, I get more than 5.
Oh no, you get 6 dupes because you're a fast boy. Okay, you're just gonna just keep going. What's the plan?
I'm gonna stop here.
Okay. Right, and we're going to disable fog of war now.
Well, smack into the wall.
You actually nailed that. You were like, yeah, I'm gonna go through the door here. I'm gonna just go forward here. Fantastic. Okay, I like it a lot. What's that? You bump into the bookcase, but apart from that, functionally, nothing.
I feel.
happens.
Can you turn my vision radius down to nothing?
You want to?
Well, yeah, because they like.
Okay.
I wish-
Stories dim
Blind.
after a while.
I wish I could see what Randall was seeing though on his like turns. If there was like a multi-view or something,
Oh
so you
my
could
god.
just
Okay.
stream and it would be
How
cool.
do I do this? How do I do this?
I don't
So
know
I
if you
think the problem with this is that it's
Probably global setting.
Okay. It's a global
you put a-
setting. Yeah.
Can you put a dark radius on his vision, like an area of blindness around him?
Has that changed anything for you guys?
Mine
I
looks
can only
normal.
see me.
You can
I can
only see you.
I can only see
Okay.
my vision now.
Okay. So you emit 0 light and have sight around 0.
I see nothing.
You see nothing. Okay, excellent. Right, okay. Other than that, everyone else is happy? You guys can see what you need to see?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And if, for example, I was to put
It's so
Randall here instead, you wouldn't be able to see where he is right now.
Oh no, I lost him.
He's missing.
Oh no,
I
there
can-
he is. I see him in the darkness, but I don't.
Oh, okay, but you can't see
It's
the
in a
room around
different
him.
room. No.
Okay. That's fine. So, happy, dogs? Happy with your blindness?
You happy with your blindness?
I just
How's
want to
your
point out
blindness
that
been?
you did this. You decided to do this extra step, by which I'm going to give you an inspiration point for because I think
Oh,
that's
but I've already
excellent.
got one.
Oh my god!
No.
Use your inspiration points.
Oh, I'm saving it for when I need it.
Like that fireball you could have resisted. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh my
Didn't even
god, I have
think
an
you could do
inspiration
that.
point. I forgot.
Yeah, me too. I didn't even consider that was a thing. Fuck.
Oh, hey Shadow, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. That's an amazing emoji, Richie. Holy shit.
I love it.
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry.
Oh,
an
and your
emote.
luck points too, Titty, to reroll your deck save.
All we
Man.
need is just to get some post-its for Jenny that she can put along the top of her monitor, like
Yeah, like
are the big
these.
things that
You mean these things up here? You mean my room will be just full of things that I need to remember at all times?
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That's my life as well, Jenny.
I
I bought myself a whiteboard because I had too many post-its everywhere.
I didn't want to.
I never
Um,
have inspiration points, so I'm used to.
Right, okay. Bring back that turn order. So you've successfully run away. You've bumped into something that feels a lot like a bookcase.
It's familiar.
Oh, wait, I can't read.
Oh,
no.
Oh.
It doesn't go away.
Randall, it's okay.
So as you run, obviously, attacks of opportunity. Let's go. Uno, dos, tres. It's 2 hits.
Richie, I did that too. Now I live in a room of many whiteboards. Someone help.
for a total of 12 points of damage as you are stabbed by a duster and a cleaver.
I've got good news, everybody.
Yeah.
I have a hit point.
Oh my god. Oh, I am unprepared to tank this.
If you've been like running through the wall, you take 1 hit point. I'd be dead right now. I'd be unconscious on the floor.
I was tempted to do that, but I was like, no, that's silly. I'm just not going to do that to somebody. Okay, well, fine. Those attacks I rolled very well for attacks of opportunity. One with a cleaver, one with a feather duster. A stabby feather duster. The end of it, stabby stab. Right, end of your turn. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Just sit in the corner.
This guy's gonna have an attack. Rolled the wrong kind of dice. Misses against. Oh no, wait. Which skeleton is it? Oh, okay. It's against Nerdy. What's your armor class again?
Well, it's 12 now.
Okay. A cleaver in a bookcase. That's a lot of it's it's a skeleton outside of the bookcase. 14 against AC.
No, that does it. Yeah.
That gives you a good old hacking weapon. I was giving you the opportunity to use the shield spell, but
We're now spell slots. We're gonna hold on to that.
okay. And that does a grand total of 4 points of damage.
Ouch. Okay.
It kind of animatronic slam as it gives you a cleaver chop. Oro, you've just seen Randall go, "I'm blind!" and then dart out of the room, kind of like
Hazardly.
Yeah. And slam into, you heard the bang of a bookcase in the other room.
Okay, great. Excellent news here. I want to use a short bow and try and hit the skeletons around, like by Nugget and Nearly.
Okay. So this is another homebrew thing that we've got for using your daggies. Isn't it?
Oh, there's changing.
Where you can switch weapons.
Oh, fuck it. I won't switch. I switch then. I forgot about that.
Right.
I'll just jump down here, carefully avoiding the thing that I almost hit earlier.
Okay.
Dagger him.
Who you daggering?
The boy to my left.
Boy to your left, okay. Big hit. Absolutely. That is enough to send one Skelly Bob
Sick.
reeling. Is there any way that you'd like to describe your Skelly Bob kill?
Right where the penis would be.
There's just a gap.
Yeah.
Hip bones. Second
Still,
time in a row, you've
incredible
just
time.
taken out someone's hip bone. You just knock it straight out with like the hilt of the dagger, like the blade guard, and just goes punk. Just knocks it out the other side. Bones clatter on the ground. One skeleton down.
Can Nugget make an attack?
Yeah, we really need to put Nugget on the turn order, don't we?
It's okay.
There we go. Nugget's there. Go on. Do your Nugget stuff.
Okay, I want Nugget to do a little bitey bite.
Also, you get a second attack. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, you're hasted still. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. I want to move here and then dagger that boy. Then.
Okay. That is a hit. I think. Yeah.
6.
Okay.
Ooh, what was that? Oh, Maori donated £5. Did you redeem something from the table? He didn't redeem something from the table specifically, unless Maori decides otherwise. Oh, no, he did. I had to refresh it for some reason. He did. D&D Table of Shenanigans.
Oh, Evan, my boy, Evan. Let's get rid of the blind thing so that doesn't happen again.
Yes, please.
That would be
Yep.
quite unfortunate. Oh, there are still some very good things in here. Oh,
Hit me.
Okay. I almost put that. Oh, no, I did put that in the right chat. What am I talking about? 1D. We're down to 6 now. Things on the table.
What's 2? Oh no. No.
Okay. Do we add Randall to this or not? Because he's currently blind in another room, bumping into a bookcase.
I mean, I feel like if the random shenanigans are happening around the king, he's not around the king anymore.
I mean, it's been in the whole building the whole time.
I know. I was trying to find a way to take Randall.
Hey. If we're trying to be fair, you can just say that you think it would be more fair to have him not on the list.
Yeah, let's not have him on the list.
You don't want to have him on the list?
No,
Yeah,
put all the disables into one person.
Oh, that's fair.
Like-
actually,
like- Like, I'm already useless, so just stack me up with everything. Unless it's good, and then don't stack up with me.
the way he laughed makes me feel like it's not good. So
There are some good things on here, but this one, to be fair, I've added wild magic table rolls to this, like as its own thing. Like if I got this, we would roll on that, which could be disastrous. But this one is a fun one. Okay. Oh wait, so did I GM roll that to myself?
I see it too.
Mhm.
But that's the 1d6. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so 1d3. So this is 1 is Katie, 2 is Jenny, 3 is Docs. Okay.
Yes.
This is why I don't want to do things to Jenny. She pulls his face. She knows how to manipulate me. Okay, Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny, how old is Oro?
18.
Jenny, take 10 years off of it.
She's 8.
Uh-huh.
It's a wee baby Oro.
Okay. Yeah.
So you feel yourself, you're shrinking almost. Like your clothes just feel like they're kind of like way too loose all of a sudden. You're still holding on to your daggers, okay?
Mm.
But you feel like, you're being sapped somewhat of, just your life energy, your experiences, your size.
Honestly, it should feel rejuvenating, TBH.
She's
Continue on.
18. She's okay. She hasn't got to the
Oh, that's
horrible
right.
age yet. You are now an 8-year-old gobbo. Goblins do age much faster than most other races, so this isn't a huge step back. But please take this as a character thing, as role playing, as well as we'll probably, let's say we take 1d4 off of all your damage rolls.
Okay.
Well, but it's a d4 rather than a straight up number, so it might be nothing, it might be whatever. Okay? Thank you very much, Marinerd. Evan coming in here. No, take those books off that child right now. Babysitting time. It's babysitting time. Okay.
Oh.
So
Wait, do you
where are
guys?
we
What is that? Do people put books on babies so they won't crawl around? Is that what that joke was? I didn't get it, but now I'm worried.
I assumed
Anyway,
it was
continue.
the 18 plus books that Oro
Oh,
has.
take those books off that child
it's
now.
it's the naughty books.
I forgot about the naughty books.
The porn!
The porn. That's gonna end up in a highlight. Somebody us all just yelling. "The porn."
So you're still, again, you're more mature mentally than a human 8-year-old is. So this situation doesn't make you want to wee yourself and
Well, yeah, I'm 8, not
cry.
it's not 3.
If an 8-year-old is in a fight with a skeleton, an
Okay.
8-year-old is peeing
All right.
himself, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You're not gonna just drop everything.
Mhm.
The situation you might, you take it upon yourself. I'm gonna trust you. You do what you want. However, you can justify whatever you want to do. But within the story, from now on, forever. No, I'm kidding. for as long as this lasts, you are 8 years old. You are going to remember being turned back into an 8-year-old and all of your experiences like that.
Okay.
Okay, so it is back to our monarch's turn. Kip Yaster is back on it.
I hadn't finished my turn.
Oh, I apologize. You had your daggers done. It's Nugget's turn.
Yeah, well, also I would like to I would like to disengage.
Okay,
I have the nimble escape thing, so a bonus action I can just disengage.
It's such a good thing.
And I just I like look at her like what and then I like just scurry away a little bit and hide behind Nugget. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, excellent. I love it. Right, now we're back to our big boy.
No, it's Nugget.
Oh my god!
Nugget bites the
Maybe that's
skeleton.
who I was talking about. Maybe Nugget's the big boy.
Yes, big boy Nugget.
God damn it.
Tried to hit with the 12. Does the 12 hit?
Okay, that is a miss.
Damn it.
Just.
Okay. All right, now it's big boy time.
Oh, but he gets Nugget gets a second attack, doesn't he? Because he gets a reaction attack on your attack.
You're right.
Which we're taking out of order because it's a game for fun. I mean, it's still a miss. It's still a miss, but it's a game for fun. Okay, okie dokie, little artichokey, little zippity zap zop. What do we do? We are going to use a good old-fashioned spell on Nerdy. Fireball hitting the floor sound. D&D, this game is for fun.
Blind shrink. I know you're probably saying that to give me time to go counterspell.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
But we're level 5, so I only had 2 third level spell slots.
Okay,
I'm out of 3rd and 2nd level spell
Okay.
slots. I currently have 3 first level spell slots. That's all I've got left.
Okay.
So no more worries about counterspell.
No more worries about counterspell. Excellent. Okay.
Oh, wait,
right.
Right.
So it is a fireball type then.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know that.
So we're going to use a different spell.
Fireball 2. It's 2 fireballs.
Delayed fireball.
So it's going to be. Oh, go ahead.
Bryce donated £5 and said, "Give the child the adult novels and redeem the incentive to give Oro a new book to read." And the book is called "The Big Book of Things to Do with Your Little Bits."
Oh my god!
Oh no.
Thank you. Thank you,
Oh
Bryce.
my goodness.
Do you want a shenanigans roll within that? Because the Oro thing is only £1. And you donated 5, so
Uno punzo.
so you could do a shenanigan
Education
table if you
is
wanted.
very important. That's true.
It is important. you're
Nuri.
right.
That's very true.
Or you get extra compliments.
Oh shit! I've missed out on.
It's hard to decide. Okay, what am I looking for? Here I am. Boop boop boop. Okay. Boop plus boop.
You are a generous donator, and that is now one of your compliments. Thank you for being such a generous donator.
Okay, that's that. Okay, so that's actually okay. So you are hit by just a barrage of bolts, magical missiles. You could call them. As he kind of just like casts his hand towards you, you're realizing now that he's not really using any kind of magical focus. And he says, "Make me a pizza!" As he does so, casting multiple bolts of magic at you, doing a grand total of 9 points of damage.
I would like to use my point of inspiration to ask the DM for a favor.
I'm listening.
So I would think I would think that
All right.
the king, viewing his subjects and still wanting pizza, might be a little bit shocked that one of them just kind of shrunk, like they were leaving, maybe. And in doing so, although these things shouldn't miss the target, it made him think about himself so much, because he's losing his subjects, and this might make him not a king anymore, that he accidentally focuses on himself instead of me. Because he's so selfish and so self-motivated.
Man, I really struggle to shoehorn that into my own logic. So you're saying
You
that
can
he's
just
thinking
say
about
no.
himself so much that he hits himself with his own magic missile.
Yeah, because it can't miss, but you have to designate the target.
Okay.
And so as he starts to cast it, he's like, "Oh no, my subjects are leaving." And
Well, I mean, his plan was to kill you so that he could bring you back as skeletons that would be more obedient.
yeah, but he seems kind of dumb, so maybe he thinks she's just disappearing. You can just say no. It's fine.
Even Full says, "Wow, what a stretch."
I mean, obviously y'all don't understand how ego works, because
Right. Okay.
you can just say no. It's fine.
I know I can say no. I'll give you an option.
Okay.
I'll give you an option. Instead of saying no, I could give you this as an option. Okay. He could hit himself with 2 of the 3 darts.
In confusion.
Okay, maybe.
Look, I accept this.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah. All right, we could do that.
King hurts itself in confusion.
Because I'm taking your inspiration point, and I mean, you very rarely get them, so.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Whoa.
This is my whole life in repeat.
No,
though,
it's just
'cause,
a meme. It's just a joke.
No, it's true though, because everybody gets them for jokes and I don't, because I make jokes all the time, which is fine. But this is just like being a kid, and when my little brother got paid to pass and I was expected to make A's or I got in trouble. Everyone always expects more from me. It's totally fine.
Okay, yeah, go on then. Fine. He hits himself with all of the magic missiles.
Not one for Randall. No, not one for Randall. Two for him and one for me. Evan over there is and one for Randall. Stop you. No.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay.
No, I'll still take the one. That's totally fine.
That pity play though of but I never got inspiration points.
See, that wasn't neurally being sassy.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh my goodness. Right. Yeah, sure. Yeah, he hits himself with 2 of the magic missiles. And he hits you with 1. You take 4 points of damage. He takes 4 points of damage.
Of course. I use my inspiration to negate 4 points of damage. That's really awesome. I'm not sure if maybe that was perhaps the correct thing to do, but I did it. So it is what it is.
Oh, that was excellent. You get an inspiration point for being so fucking sassy. But never again. Never again. I'm never going to get an inspiration point for being sassy, okay?
I accept this.
Time.
It wouldn't be fair to give me inspiration points for being sassy, TBH. That would be so abused. You would just, I would never run out. I would just have one at the start of every session.
Okay.
No.
Okay. We'll chalk that down to just the wild magic that's going on. Oh, it's so crazy.
So crazy.
Made his ego inflate so much that he redirected them onto himself.
Oh my goodness. This is insane. Okay.
I appreciate you being willing to even entertain that idea.
Skeleton goes to hit Nurily and hits.
Nurily goes down.
That's fair. Yeah, the skeleton's gonna end up doing 7 points of damage.
Oh, this game has been fucking funny so far, man.
You know what? At this juncture, though, I do. No, I'm not going to shield this one now because I'll only have it for this one attack. So go ahead, do it. Do the thing.
You take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
From the cleaver.
You know what? If I hadn't used my inspiration, I would be unconscious now. So I'm fine with that. There you go.
Oh my goodness. Funny game, man. Funny game. Okay. He rolled low on that magic missile. Nurily.
Yeah.
It's your turn. It's been a funny day, guys. You're funny people.
I'm going to. Does he have any weapons in his hand?
He has a sword.
Use that, my weapon.
But I would like first for us to discuss some kind of reaction that Nerdy has to Oro being turned into a child.
Where was she standing when it happened? Is she where she is now?
No, she was a little bit closer. She
Okay.
was pretty much next to you, I think.
I think so.
I think like part of why she didn't shield the attack from the skeleton was because she saw like something happening to Oro, like that didn't just look like movement, and she kind of like did the like corner of her eye glance, and she just watched her kind of shrink and was just like, oh no. And then it was just like thwacked on the other side. It's, ugh.
Okay. Listen, you can attack things whilst you're blind.
Yeah, you totally can.
But I don't know where it is.
You can take some guesses.
Also, I have 1 hit point.
That's true.
Okay.
Can I use my
Right.
inspiration to give us all health points?
I inspire the blood back into my body.
Rejuvenate.
I would like to use my point of inspiration to cast Mass Cure Wounds. So yeah, so after being kind of like, what, like realizing what's still going on, I'm going to guiding bolt him. I'm trying to think. But he doesn't have a weapon in his hand right now, currently, right?
No, he has one on his waist.
So for a reaction, he couldn't draw it. You know,
No.
in game, not like metagaming sense, but in game, I look down, I see he's not gonna like be able to quickly take a stab at me if I take a step back. So I do that. I guess if he wants to try to punch me, he can, or if he has like a reaction that might be a spell, he can try to take that.
Nope.
Okay, and then I'm going to guiding bolt him, and of course I roll a 9, so I'm gonna use my point of inspiration. I swear to freaking gosh. To a critical!
Oh, way better.
Okay. It's just
Oh,
a level
no.
1. Ooh! Ooh! Oh my god, that is amazing. That is 30. Oh, my brain broke. 7,
no.
30, 31? Oh no. He got counterspell, doesn't he? He's gonna do the thing. Oh no! But you didn't say it before I rolled!
No, okay, you're fine. There's a lot of no's in the chat. Okay, no, you're grand. You have done a whopping amount of damage with that spell. Absolutely huge. Boop. He is looking just loose. You know, just all the bones dangling. It's just there's all dangling. It's just he's got bits missing. There's tatty holes in his robe.
Oh.
It's just all over the place.
Oh, no.
God, I was so tempted to counterspell that. Oh my god, there's 2 spells today I haven't counterspelled.
It's kind of since like I re-rolled so quickly, I didn't really give you time to like.
Yeah, I
have
know.
the
I
option,
need to
so-
like tell you. I know I need to tell you, but yeah, no, it was this is going so quickly. Oh God, help! I need to. Anyway, huge amount of damage. He is looking real tatty, like super tatty. He says, "Let me live, be my subjects."
And there's silvery light all
Bow
over him
down.
because the next attack against him has advantage.
Ah. He's lit up like a Christmas tree. Anything else you got with your turn?
No.
Okie dokie. Yeah, running on fumes over here.
Yep.
Randall, you've found the bookcase.
Read again.
Is there anything you want to do with your turn?
I'm gonna take a second wind is still a thing, right? To use hit dice.
That's a
If you're a
fighter
fighter,
trait.
if you're a
Oh,
fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was just an action. Is there not
Nope.
an action? For...
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Specifically for fighters.
Then I'm gonna sit here and cry.
When did you last play a fighter? Was it for one of the charity games?
I think
Probably.
so. Rings a bell.
My goodness, it's a long time ago. At least he doesn't speak in half speed. There's a lot going on this session that might not be better or worse than speaking at half speed. It's hard to gauge, really. There's a lot going on. So what you're just gonna stay here and have a bit of a cry into the bookcase. and it's not a what? Okay, give us the reason for the crying. Is it not being able to read?
Yeah, because like basically his whole life up to this point has been about books,
Okay.
and it's like
Audiobooks, you know?
Just get Oro to read for you.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you, Mr. Wando.
It's always
It's
sound
okay.
weird.
Wando, it's okay. I'll read you. Don't worry. Hug you.
So cute. Okay. Right. Well, I mean, that makes sense that you would have a little bit of a sob about that. I was mostly just clarifying so that we don't it's not like, oh, I'm a wimp, I don't want to fight, I've got 1 health, wham, boo-hoo. No, it's my livelihood, everything I've done. Okay, cool. I mean, either would be fine. I was just clarifying for character development purposes. Skeleton. Still alive somehow. Well, not alive. Still unalive. No, undead. There's a word. I swear there's a word for that. Misses. These skeletons are rolling so poorly. In a swipe against the very bloody Neroli. And thankfully, these skeletons don't do a lot of moving around. So it's now Oro's turn. As that was all he could do.
Okay, from the whimpering I hear of Randall's cries, I assume I can jump up here on this little, the edge of the counter.
You're still aided. Yeah.
Okay, and I want to stab him.
You're gonna stab Randall?
No, not Randall. I was just going to put him out of his misery, stab him.
There's 1 hit point.
Can you help you, mister?
It should help you, Marie.
Oh no, Katie's been speaking and she's muted.
No, I've just been laughing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I did say I forgot he can't see anything.
Oh yeah, no,
he actually literally can't tell what she's targeting.
We've taken everything from him.
His
hit points, his vision. Okay.
His purpose,
That's a big hit. You've got another 2. And your bonus action stab if you want that as well.
Yeah, and Hunter's Mark?
Yep.
So shall I just roll 2 more daggers?
Yeah.
Or 1 more dagger?
One more plus 1 dagger, then 1 offhand dagger. And then roll, only 2 of those hit. So roll the damage for those 2. And then the Hunter's Mark twice.
Okay, there's the Hunter's Mark twice. Oh, good.
Oh my god, come on. It's a D6, and I've never seen you roll above a 3. Okay, however, that is enough damage to bring the crazed monarch down. And as he falls to the ground, so does the skeleton that is currently assailing Neroli. You kind of jump up, 8-year-old Oro.
We would never be your subjects. Weiss would be a better king. Another compliment.
And you just, what do you do?
Right in the eyes. Jump.
As you do so with such force, the daggers come out the other side of the skull, wrenching it off of the spine, and you just have a skull on the edge of 2 daggers. Good. Got him. Okay, well, as you do so, the rest of his body lapses and falls to the ground. You can feel the aura of magic that was permeating the entirety of this place. Its grip loosens, although it is still there, just a little bit. You feel that it still has some kind of effect on you, and that maybe that it's radiating from the other room, the room where currently Randall is sobbing.
The gem! Wada! Burst into the other room.
What's wrong with
I love this
Oro?
voice so much.
I'm a child again. Really small. Wow, I'm even smaller than usual. What's wrong, Wendell? Are you okay?
I can't say anything.
It's okay. You'll be able to see again.
But my notes. I can't read my notes.
You'll be able to read them again. It's okay.
But I can't see anything.
It's okay. You should look to It's okay.
It's probably just more stray magic, and there are magics that can do that.
I'll just, Jenny, at some point in the future, please play a character that only speaks in this voice. Nothing bad will ever happen to them.
Can't believe I never took it ever. You whole campaign.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Do we need to
So-
destroy the drab? No, really?
What?
Jeb? Should we destroy it?
I don't know if we can. I guess we could try. Is the thing locked? We figured that out before, right? That it was locked, or no?
I don't remember you asking. So
We
we'll
didn't
say for the ease of purpose that it is not locked.
Okay.
Why add an extra 60 seconds of fun where we make you roll to unlock it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's in a glass case, right? Just smash
Yeah,
it open. It's locked. I smash it. Carry on.
Carefully lift the lid up.
Fireball! Everyone's dead.
I'm carefully lifting the lid up to see if one, there is a trap that like, or the gym is like protected in some way, but also if thistle appears. No?
No magic portal appears out of anywhere.
Okay. Arcana check. Does it feel like it has? Or I think I already did that, didn't I? And it's definitely magic. It was hard to tell.
You did it. You rolled abysmally low.
Okay.
And your general gist was that there's so much magic in the area.
That's right.
New session. Give you another chance if you want.
Okay. Also, I'm closer and the thing is open, so that might help, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't though.
Not
Not so great at Arcana. Well,
It's magic.
it is.
There's definitely something about it that's magic.
Okay.
I can't give other
It's
people my luck
magical.
points, can I?
Nope.
Damn.
It feels magical, which means it might be almost impossible to destroy. We could try maybe melting it. I doubt a normal weapon would help.
Didn't
No magic.
it react to you when we were with Fizzle last time? What happened?
The other one reacted to Randall, but this one doesn't seem to do anything.
Oh, I know it's okay.
I'm just gonna be quietly like bandaging my wounds as well.
To spell magic would be a really handy third
You
level
do
spell,
it
Bryce.
terribly.
You're
I
like,
do it based on where the pain is, rather than where the actual wounds are.
Oh God, don't bandage burns without. Oh God, Randall, stop!
That's gonna get real stuck to your burned skin. Oh boy.
We could
You
say
get
the
real
healing
gunky
magic.
real fast.
Oh, well, not even gunky's just gonna rip it right off. Like, ooh. Anyway, I'm gonna touch it. Anything happen?
Oh, the gem. I thought.
Mhm. Not
I
the
thought about
burn. He just
burns.
ran. Nope. Not the burn. They eat this salted jerky, and then I'm gonna poke your burn. I would like
He's in the
to-
corner. He doesn't know that you're coming.
I would like to gingerly pick up the gem, but I'm going to pause a bit when I touch it and see if anything happens.
Okay. You can feel that there is an immense amount of kind of power that comes from this. It does feel like it in some way has been corrupted. And something about it gives you a similar kind of like the reactionary feeling that you got when you first met Thistle was that she was this kind of otherworldly creature, and that she was just, there was something innately charming about her, something that just made you want to be her friend. And you kind of get like a weird residual feedback of that. It's definitely not coming specifically from the crystal, but you kind of just get a reminiscent kind of like vibe of that kind of energy. But it's very low level. It is smothered by whatever else is in this gem. And whatever this other feeling is, it feels like parts of your mind are kind of just being tugged at gently.
Definitely going to resist that.
there's no necessary role here to do any kind of saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
But what does Randall see?
Oh no!
Just like little purple circles.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna try something. I'm going to go look like for a clean bowl.
Okay.
And I'm going to go out into the garden. Presuming it's still nighttime. This didn't take all night, right?
It is still nighttime, yeah.
Okay. Is the moon out?
The moon is out.
Okay.
There's a big old double-headed hawk out there somewhere.
That's okay. I'm going to kneel down on the ground.
Both of you did that as well, like it's two heads.
Surround sound, I love it. I'm going to take some fresh water from my water skin. I'm going to pour it into the clean bowl. I'm going to put the stone into the water. And I'm going to, I think I have some incense as well. I have some. I do. I'm going to take a little, food knife. Not like a dagger. I think I might even have a dagger, but yeah, I do. But just like a regular one. And I'm going to shave a few.
I think you might have given that to Oro during her performance.
I did.
I would have given it back to you once I had my actual ones.
Yeah, because you've got a whole thing of daggers.
If it was Neuralise, I would have been like, I have my 6 daggers now, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm just going to shave off a few really thin slices of the oat and honey soap that I have with me. That's was like homemade that I brought with me.
Sure.
And I'm going to prestidigitation light a few incense and put it on either side. And I'm going to wash the stone with the soap under the moonlight. And then I'm going to place my hands over it in the soapy water in the bowl and just really concentrate on the smell of the air outside and the sound of the waves lapping against the island and the light of the moon that I can kind of see is slightly illuminating the backs of my eyelids. I'm going to healing hands. There's a white wispy energy that kind of glows in the tips of my fingers. I'm going to try to heal it.
Okay. That was beautiful, by the way. And there was a very small moment where I read "Soaping in the moonlight," and I had a little. I was just like, "Oh my god!" Okay. So you cast your spell, and you feel the radiant energy kind of push itself up against this giant crystal. I said giant. It's a lot
it's bigger
when it comes to crystals. It's compared to other crystals, it's big, but it's not giant. And you can feel that there is resistance against the spell, and you can kind of feel that it's almost pushing back. So there's something in there definitely that doesn't want whatever you're trying to sell. And you can feel that very kind of viscerally It's not just that the spell itself is being pushed back, but it's almost like you're being pushed back.
Like you get the like hair standing up on the back of your neck.
Yeah, it feels not just targeted at the magic, but it almost feels like it's rejecting you.
And the other one reacted really poorly to Randall, right?
It seemed to activate in some way when it was in his presence. It's hard to determine whether or not it was a positive or negative thing.
Oro, will you help Randall come out here? I'm keeping my hands over it.
Okay. Why don't you just go outside? I'll help. I'll guide you.
Okay.
I don't know what this combination of like crying Randall and baby Oro. I don't know. It's so good.
Somehow I've become mom.
It's a new sitcom.
It's so good. It's so good.
So if Oro has like one of Randall's hands, his other one's gonna just be like running along the bookcase as they leave the room or move from the room. It's like my books.
It's okay, Mr.
Does everyone
Randall.
have inspiration right now? Because everyone should have inspiration.
I think
right
we
now.
all have
This is
inspiration.
okay.
Right
I
now.
don't.
No.
I spent mine to get the
Oh.
the crit. So
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Okay, well, I mean, sure, have another one. Everyone's getting inspiration.
Man, I should have been
Your inspiration is overflow from them also getting inspiration by having it already.
there we go. That's fair.
But I'll take it.
Whatever, man. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Randall, come kneel down right here.
Okay. I'll just kneel down very, very slowly because I have no idea where I am.
Yeah, I'll help.
I mean, you can feel the really cold sea air kind of blowing on you because at this point, this is the river that's kind of leading out to the sea, and it's kind of bringing this salty wind up the river towards you, and you can kind of hear birds, seagulls crying off in the distance, and you can smell the fresh air and the kind of soil around you, so you can kind of get a gist of where you are.
Baby, go to do do do.
Oh God, I love it.
Where does that go? Give us more verses.
Yeah, this is your spot.
Teenage cop do.
Can I take your hand?
Let's put my hands out.
So I'm going to, like, if he puts his hand out, I'm going
He's
to
miming.
kind of like grab it like this.
But you understand exactly what I mean when I do that.
I'm gonna take.
Well, like, I was kind of hoping that because this game was going to be more modular, it was going to be like the quests and stuff are going to be more like, you know, their own instances, so you don't necessarily need to have like 2 years worth of lore from our game, so that people could enjoy it without necessarily having all the like insane shit. We've already got excellent fucking in jokes that we have to explain. So Randall has a staff that was previously owned by an excellent mime, and now by using the staff, he can, for some reason, mime extremely well.
It has come up more than once.
It's already
Somehow.
been very helpful.
Anywhere I can worm that little ability in.
Okay.
So if he puts his hand out, I'm going to take his hand with my left hand, like this, and put my right hand on his shoulder. I'm going to look up at the moon, and I'm going to, at the same time that I submerge his hand in the bowl to touch the stone, I am going to cast Cure Wounds into Randall through the other hand.
Right. Okay. Okie dokie. So you can see already as he starts to bring his hand towards the gem, you're kind of I mean, you've got your eyes on the skies, as it were, but you're also trying to like see if there's any obvious reaction from the crystal that comes in the same way that there was one from the kind of the aspect of change, is what you saw before that Thistle had. It has no reaction to him different to yours. As you cast the spell, you see that, I mean, you can feel just from expelling the energy yourself that there does seem to be some kind of resistance. It appears that this spell is not having any effect. However, if I mean, you don't feel that same kind of targeted resistance. It doesn't seem as if it's you that it's rejecting. It's the spell in this instance.
So it seems to be okay with him. It still just doesn't want anything that I'm doing with it.
The resistance that you feel as you are, I mean, that you were previously casting, is a little bit like magnets pushing against each other.
Okay.
Of opposite ends. This is not opposite ends. Polarities, the same polarity, pushing away each other. That it doesn't. It's something about it. Just it's like. It just won't. Yeah, it just won't work.
Oil and water.
Well, I don't know if anyone can cleanse it. I guess we could try to burn it.
Could we take it to Thistle?
Maybe.
So
I think you better hold on to it, though.
I feel like I need my hands to not walk into stuff.
Oh, I mean, you can just put it in your stuff. It doesn't like me.
Okay.
Whatever's in there.
I hold my hands out.
I'll dry it off and give it to him.
It smells soapy.
Honey.
Soapy.
Because I washed it.
That's what washing is. This is soap, Randall. Soap.
Wow.
Okay. You plop it in his bag. He's got it on his person. For a moment, as you're kind of holding it in your hands and you're putting it away, you feel that same kind of tug at your mind that Nerdy did, and something about it resonates with you, in a way that makes you feel a little bit uneasy. Yeah. I'm sorry.
What does it offer me?
Oh no!
What dark power! But that's all.
Okay. Can we leave?
We get out of here.
You healed 5 hit points, by the way.
I got it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we want to look around for anything else, but we can find somebody to help you, Randall. I think even if this does last after we leave all this stray magic, then there are spells that can help that. I just can't do it.
What about me?
Also you.
Do we still have a big beard as well? Like, no hair.
Sure.
I mean, I understand Wandle is way more important, but
not more important.
Look at all the shit that's going on.
Yeah, I'm a mess.
He's got one thing. Look at all the things I got.
But I can't grow out of being blind.
Yeah, I understand.
It's not that he's more important. He just seemed more upset in that moment. But I think the same thing for you. There are other magics that can restore, there are magics that can dispel. I can't do any of them. But they exist.
Could there be books here that would teach it, maybe? Maybe something that's like, hey, you turned into a younger version of yourself. Here's how to turn stuff
self-help book.
Yeah.
How to grow back to your proper age, but for dummies.
Yeah.
Well, it's something that I could learn. I just haven't. But maybe since he dabbled in magic, maybe there are some scrolls around or something. We can look. We'll look.
No. We'll look.
Story time is after you nap.
No.
After that. Come inside and sit down, Randall, and we'll just take a minute before we leave, okay?
No, inside. Just have a bit of a cry.
Don't leave me here.
No. Come inside with us, of course.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Well, you bring it in and you kind of have a look for. I assume you're looking through the bookshelves in the library.
Through the bookshelves, but also if I see any place that he might have stashed some spell scrolls or anything like that, then like
Sure. Give me an investigation roll.
Whoa.
All right, I'm not good at this at all. Since we're both looking, can either both of us roll or do one of us get advantage? Help action?
Is Aura helping?
I can help.
Well, she was the one who suggested it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or I can help you.
I would recommend that you do because she gets
All right.
minus 1d4 to anything she does.
Just kidding. Yeah. So I'll do it. Hey.
Oh.
Nothing hidden from me.
Thank goodness for the help of baby Aura.
Mhm.
I like the one comment. DM Tom do. Okay. You find no additional tools that might be of any use to you, unfortunately. You do find that there is a journal here that has been dedicated to the gem, however. It appears that the first half of this book was God damn, how have I forgotten my own NPC's name? Kip Yaster.
Kip Jaster. Yeah.
That's the one. The first half of it is him kind of writing a journal. And it's his association and interactions with the gem. What you can decipher from it is that he was given this gem by Thistle. And ever since then, things just went really well for him. But they went kind of, like they were specifically well for just him. It's not that other people had bad luck. It's just that whenever the things went well, they only really affected him immediately in his mind. And he kind of recounts multiple events where he's pulled off some quite insane shit that definitely shouldn't have worked, that he thinks is excellent. But as you read through the accounts, you can kind of link them with Randall and think, oh, that must be this story where, you know, he committed half of his army to take this one strategic location and it was a Pyrrhic victory. He lost 90% of his men or whatever, that kind of thing. Like things that should have been impossible for him to do, he achieved, but at great cost. So with that, that's the first part of the book. The second part of the book is notations from a wizard who will be nameless because I haven't thought of one up until this point.
Mr. Izzard.
Yes, we're Izzard.
Yeah.
His name is We're
Izzard.
Izzard. So the second part of the journal, I forgot to give him a name, I apologize.
W.Izzard.
Yes, W.Izzard is his name. There we go. Reginald Fizzywattle is his name. Reginald
Canon.
Fizzywattle.
No wonder he
Cannon
became a
stamp.
wizard because everyone made fun of him for his name.
Bump. That's
Reginald,
the canon
weird.
stamp, as Doc showed. I'd have you know that my plant is called Reginald, and then the plant after that plant, because the first one died, was called Reginald. Then he also died.
Ooh, stop naming them Reginalds.
Yes, that will make them live.
Reginald Fizzywattle. That's canon. Thank you, Kawaifu. Copy that. Put that into the DM notes. Reginald Fizzywattle. Oh, I kept it. There we go. Reginald Fizzywattle. The second part of the journal is written by a Reginald Fizzywattle. Very strange name. But it appears to be a kind of interpretation of the diary entries within an academic lens. It looks like this individual has tried to decipher what exactly the rise and fall of Kip Yaster was. And he's put it down to this crystal. He believed that it was a crystal that was giving a crystal that was
Reginald
giving
was also 8.
was giving Kip Yeaster luck, and that luck was kind of through the lens of Kip Yeaster. Unfortunately, Kip Yeaster himself was a bit of an idiot, and didn't realize that the things that he was getting lucky for were things that ultimately were of detriment to many people. So that his conclusion within this journal is that it is not it's sort of based on wild magic, because wild magic is often associated with luck and chance, and that it has some kind of Feywild links. It also seems to suggest that by no means is this a malicious artifact, but that doesn't necessarily mean that benevolent artifacts can't be used maliciously. Those are the kind of concluding remarks.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if this wasn't inherently malicious, but it was used to cause a lot of suffering because he's an idiot, and I glance back at the pile of bones.
His crown is now askew on the floor next to him.
Yeah. I wonder if that's why it's corrupted, or seems to be. There doesn't seem to be anything else here that's helpful, though. As I'm taking the book and wrapping it up and putting it in my bag, so that nobody else has access to the Necronomicon for Dummies.
Throw into the sea.
Jumanji style, lock it in a box, put some rocks in it. Are we ready to go?
Does the crown look cool?
It looks cool.
Nobody? Can you check
I
it?
love that's all I had to say. I love that the DM doesn't have to describe things. It looks cool.
Okay.
I think I might have described it at some point in the previous episode,
maybe.
but I really cannot remember how I described it.
Yeah.
So it looks cool.
Can you see if the crown is magical at all?
I can try. Everything in here seems to be some magic. I'm not really having a good time trying to get a read on things, but I'll go take a look at it.
I would
I'll
love
go
to
over
help,
now.
but I'm a child.
But I'm a child. Children can understand magic. I understood magic as a child.
I'm stupid child.
Yeah, I'm not a sorceress.
What'd you say?
I said, I'm not a sorceress.
That's fair. Okay.
I had to learn mine.
Fate was
Wow.
determined to get me that 3-bat.
We got some real Katie rolls here.
Sure have. Sure have.
Sure have.
Did you notice that when I cast Cure Wounds on Randall, it was a 1 again? It was a 1. That was the lowest possible roll. It was a 1 again.
You've just got some
Anyway.
real skill.
real
Digital or
is.
not.
I'm like, why do I keep playing these games? They don't like me.
Well, the game has to nerf you for being you. You've got your innate goodness, and then it's going to be like, nah, bring the bar down. You know?
Bring the bar
they're
down. More
weighted.
like.
Oh, goodbye, Evan. Have a good evening.
Bye. Thanks for
Thanks
chilling.
for sticking by.
So long farewell.
Okay.
What kind of read do I get on the crown?
I mean, even with a terrible roll like that, I'm not going to give you false information. It does not appear to have any kind of magical aura.
Seems to just be an ordinary crown.
She snatches it and puts it on her head.
Immediately cursed!
Is it too big?
It's a bit big, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it definitely doesn't hit. Yeah, it doesn't
I just
fit at all.
lean it back a bit on the front so that it's more like sitting on the
It's like a headband.
hairline. Yeah, exactly. It's tilted back. I'm like, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, a cat.
Visitor.
Hello. Hi, Gracie.
It's like, I need attention now. Stop what you're doing.
I've been sleeping and I've woken up, and now it is my turn.
Well, she's given us a good amount of time. Good job. She managed to keep us off that long. Okay. Yeah, so you've got this. You've got the crown. You have the crown.
Sick.
You imagine it might fetch a pretty penny if that was your inclination, or you could just wear it all the time.
I'd say you're a king or a queen.
I'll just wear it for a bit and then I'll put it away once we're like traveling back.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, is there anything else you'd like to do whilst you are here?
Can I be using healing thingies this whole time while they're looking around? Because I can't do anything else and I'm injured.
Using healing what's?
Like hit dice?
Hit dice.
Oh, you want to use your hit dice? You want to do
Take a short rest.
a little cheeky.
We could
I assume
sweep
it's going to
here.
take you guys like more than 10 minutes to look around.
Is that a name change there, Mr. Carl? Or is it a new account? It's a name change. Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, so you can use this as a short rest if you wanted to. Yeah.
Well, we could sweep here. No, okay, we won't sweep here.
I would rather not.
Pile of skeleton bones right next to you.
I mean, they're dead now.
Ooh. A snack, and a nappy.
Excuse me, I'm 8. I can go to the toilet myself. I don't need a nappy.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Oh, right. I saw nappy and thought like a little nap. A nappy.
Oh no.
Oh, a diaper.
Yes, a diaper.
A diaper.
Diaper.
A diaper.
Oh my god.
Maybe the beds are real nice.
I mean, the beds there are beds.
One's a sarcophagus. I'd rather not lay down in that. I'm hoping that if we leave, whatever stray magic is hovering around this place will fade from the two of you.
Me too.
Let's leave, please.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, so you want to leave?
Mm-hmm. He was real rich, right? Though.
Kip Yaster was.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Was there?
I mean, would you like to try and loot it a little bit?
Yeah.
Like on our way out, just like take a look around, see what we can take. Also, if there's like a hidden, what's the vault? Vault. I was like,
Okay.
not an armory. Nope.
You put like a proper face there, and it was like after you'd like, I don't know, if you scratched your nose or something down there, it looked like your cat farted you there. She's got no.
No, there was hair that kept trying to fly by my face, so I was like trying to kick it away.
Well, in which case, would you all like to give me investigation checks as you look for all
Sure.
bits?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Everyone but Nandel. Please
Nandel?
give me-
Nandel. You're thinking of Nando's, weren't you?
Olivia, break.
Oh, I get 3 and 20 today. That's what I get. 3 and 20.
Ooh.
What do I find?
Some walls.
You
Yeah.
find
Ooh.
the beveled edge of a really nice hardback book, but you can't read it.
Oh.
But just from touching it, like, oh, wow, this must be a well maintained,
Well-bound book.
well-bound, pricey book.
Take it.
When I
Science.
see him paying attention to that, I want to look over and see what book it is.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to wait for somebody in chat to give me a book title.
Okay.
What, 18 plus book title or just a normal book title?
Just a normal book title. It could be 18 plus if they want it to be, but just a book title.
Okay.
No
How to not be blind.
101 things for you to do when you're blind.
And it's a book without braille. Oh, good.
Okay. So you've got 20. Oh my god. How'd you find more bits?
Oh, no.
That's very good. Monk hair tips. Oh my goodness.
Visual
Oh, right.
edition.
It's pretty good. I like that.
The double burn.
Oh,
Little
thank you,
bits.
Peter.
Oh, cool. That's excellent.
Oh,
Thank you.
perfect.
Okay. So rummaging around, you wager that although you find only one book of any interest that you think might be valuable enough to sell, and that's whatever we decide is the one in the you do find that there are like pieces of art of Kip Yeaster, who everyone else thinks is mythical. Those to the right person could probably go for a couple of hundred gold pieces. You think those are quite valuable in themselves. Unfortunately, nothing else in here suggests that there are any kind of hidden compartments or anything. It doesn't really seem like Kip Yeaster expected to have any visitors, so it's not like he prepared anything really. And nothing is out and about that looks like it would be worth anything, apart from a chalice that you find in the room with the sculptures that you think again could probably be sold for maybe 50 gold pieces if you found the right buyer. The painting is definitely more of a specific item that you might need to find someone who's interested for. But the chalice could definitely go for about 50 gold.
How
Not a
big
magic
is
chalice.
the painting?
Not magic. How big is the painting? I mean, there are multiple here. You can choose whatever size you would prefer for it to be. Would you like to be huge? You just like cut it out and you roll it up, or are you looking for a small painting? We'll say that it is the same price no matter what. Just for context and flair.
If I can roll it up, then we'll put the biggest one, I guess, if it will fit my backpack.
Sure. No problem.
Little Tayora with this huge painting sticking up.
I like that. That's excellent. Baby Oro sat down, huge fucking rolled up tube of. Anyway,
It's like one of those
tasting the
flags.
fridge. You mean in the completely functional kitchen we have over here?
Yeah. Functional kitchen. Are the gnomes? Are the gnomes still there? Are they
I
still?
forgot about the gnomes.
The gnomes are no longer following you around.
Do they exist still?
wouldn't
Can you
know
still see
anyway.
them?
They are gone
Oh, they're gone. Okay.
mysteriously.
How big is that harp in that first room?
It's a harpsichord. Harpsichord is
It's like a piano shape.
as a piano alternative. Yeah. That would be difficult.
Yeah.
To move. Same with the loom.
In our there is a boat, but
Might a problem.
yeah.
And it's not like one of the upcoming quests involves going to a. Oh dear. Hi, Kara.
Hi, Kara.
Hello. Gnomewood bound. Nice.
No more bound. All right. I
Gnome
guess
Band
we're-
Adventuring.
Can I grab a motivational poster?
Yes. What would you like for it to say?
I'll look one up and then I'll.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Generate some on stream now.
If you would like to
Keep
create
vomiting.
your own, keep vomiting. That's inspirational.
Don't stab me, Gracie.
Okay,
I'm telling you, why are mine always bad?
mine is a man jumping off a boat into some water, and it says, "Once undeserved, always undeserved." Inspiring.
Inspiring. That's the word. That's the word I would use to describe that. Inspiring. What did you get, Katie?
There is a unfocused image in the background of a boxer. His face is blurred, but the boxing gloves are well in focus. And it says, and he's looking down, like maybe it would be somber, but his expression is blurred. It says, "Loneliness and crying very often go hand in hand."
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But Jesus.
You should need to say it like that. Jeez.
With the focus being on the two hands of the boxer.
Brain cells are not created to be replaced by conformity. Oh, Richie.
Oh, I got a really cool one.
Fool, we didn't get yours.
It's a picture of someone surfing on a wave, and there's a big shark in the background jumping over it, and it just says "Say no to the law." That's epic. Hell yeah!
Oh my
That's
god,
the one
that's
we're getting.
cool.
I believe that this is the medieval way one might say "fuck the police."
Say no to the law. Excellent. Oh, I want to know what Fool's one said. Okay. Is that the one you want?
Yes.
Say no to the law?
Say no to the law. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, is there anything else you guys want to do?
Sorry. Consider that you're feeling full and remember to dare to dream it.
Wow.
Okay.
Roll off the tongue. Oh, wait, is that the one for?
Oh. See, now that's what Kip
immortality.
That's what Kip Yeaster did, and we see where he ended up. So
true.
I mean, maybe if you've got a funky crystal, you could do the same thing.
Funkycrystal.com.
Oh my god. That doesn't sound too appetizing at the moment, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. How much trauma we experience in the next several sessions, and maybe immortality might not be so bad.
Well, we are now officially away from the bad luck table. Sorry, the shenanigans table.
Suspicious eyes.
Oh my god, wait, look at the one that Kawaii just got. I'll put it on the screen for anyone who can't click it. Keep on killing.
Just keep killing.
Wow. Oh. Can I grab two? Can I grab that one as well?
Sure. There you go. No
Sick.
worries. All gods are bastards. Bastum, even better.
Ooh, what's a bastum?
I feel like that's old timey for multiple bastards.
Oh,
Group of
bastum.
bastards.
After the emotions comes
This gets
the
more
love
harrowing
drinking.
the more you look at it. Oh my god. Oh.
Okay, so you've explored. You've got some bits and bobs. You're now shattered. Okay, it's well past your bedtime.
Sweepy.
And you did a bunch of murdering, and one of you's 8-year-olds. So are you sleeping here? Or are you riding Nugget ashore and sleeping ashore?
I'd say boat and then sleep on the other shore.
What, boat?
Okay.
Wait,
There's a boat.
there's a boat
There's a
outside.
little boat, yeah.
We just get Nugget to carry us.
One at a time.
Okay, we can do that then.
The boat definitely would have dragged you to the bottom of the sea. The boat to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, okay, good.
100%.
All right.
Undoubtedly. Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt.
I can't even ride in boats. Oh my god.
I was like, I mean, it's 8 minutes to the end of the stream. Do I want to have to deal with the drowning Nurali?
Nurali drowns.
I mean,
I'm a
it's
child. Randall's
Who takes the
blind.
most? Yeah.
It's a cliffhanger of all cliffhangers.
The child and the blind man, who's the only person who has not been currently previously affected, and also the only one who can heal things.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Dungeon Master. You're
Bye.
just in time for the end of the stream anyway.
I don't think I know
okay.
that I can't get on boat, so that'll have to come up at some point.
Oh, excellent. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Especially considering, like we said, your other quest opportunity at the moment is to go save Hilda's love, who is trapped in some kind of gem contraption in a smuggler's cove, which you would imagine involves a certain amount of water.
Maybe we need a side quest.
What to
Make
bridge
our
the
own-
gap?
Make
One
our
to
own
get this
quest.
thing off.
Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, cool. Right.
Wait, so we get into the other side and making up camp and going to sleep. Is that the?
I assume that's the
plan.
that seems like what the plan is, yeah.
Well, how long is it to get back to the village? I don't remember how long we walked. Was it very far?
I mean, it's the dead of night. Like, even if you arrive back at the village, you've got nowhere to stay.
All right, because it wasn't an
was
inn; it was just a
yeah.
tavern.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, camp.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Wandor, I'll weave to you so you can go to sleep.
Thank you.
Okay. It'll be okay. I'll weave.
I love it so much. Okay. Well, if you guys want to do any more of that adorable baby talk RP in the channel over the week, please feel free to. Fucking excellent. Good game, everybody.
GG.
I laughed my fucking ass off multiple times. Jesus, that was some funny shit. Cool. That's perfect. It gives me time to prepare for the next stuff I've got going on. Breathe now. GG's, everybody. I know we took wages.
Appreciate chat solidarity and everyone coming together and throwing a d6 at me so we could just add to the number until
Oh
I
my
finally
God,
got to
that
it.
Until you got it. Yeah.
That would have been a very different game if you didn't get those extra d6s. You would have gone down like a.
Well, I
like
would
a
have had to give up
bricks.
my lily.
Oh yes, shit. Forgot about a legendary save. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because with legendary resistance, you get to choose after you know. And
Mm.
so I was waiting until like you kept talking. I was like, I'm waiting. Ooh, another d6. We'll add that to it. I'm waiting. Ooh, another d6. Okay, good. Get to keep the lily.
Phew.
Bob's is gonna have the first game. That's excellent.
Ooh,
Oh,
hell yeah.
awesome.
I hope it goes well.
Best of luck. Don't take everything that we do as rules as written.
Oh.
We do homebrew some stuff. Results at midnight. What for exams? Exam results?
Ooh.
Shit. I mean, I'd say good luck to you, but I mean that's a bit late, really, isn't it? But you got this, bud.
Yeah,
You got this.
you got it.
You're a smarty pants. We know that you got it. You're easy. Why
Easy.
even bother
Don't
looking?
worry about it.
You already know you passed with flying colours.
Yeah, no big deal.
You got a first star.
Universities love stars.
Okay, cool.
Hell
GG,
yeah.
everybody. Thanks for hanging out. That was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get a D6? I didn't get to use my D6, so here we go. Wait, roll 1 6. No, wait. How do I do just a straight up 6? So it doesn't
Just
roll. It
R
only gets a 6.
Just type in /roll
Oh,
6.
look, there you go.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does say rolling 6, but we'll
I
ignore
rolled. Oh, I got you a 6. There you go. Don't worry.
Blessed. Hashtag blessed.
Wow.
There you go. Sorted. Easy. No problem. All right.
Perfect.
Are you gonna stream again in the mode?
Yeah, in like half an hour or
Maybe.
so. Go get a snack.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Well, if you insist.
All right. The rest of yous. Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for chilling. See you next time.
Next week's.
Next week. Bye.
Bye.